What's up, everybody? Mr. Right Way here on another episode of the So Excited Podcast. This is your safe spot away from all the BS that's going on Twitter, on sex, especially on Facebook. Well, Twitter also, it's crazy. But you know what we're talking about today? Xbox is on PlayStation. It's happening, y'all. We're gonna talk about. I know you got feelings. I know all the Xbox fans are in there. How you feeling about that? But before we get to that, want to bring our esteemed panel on because that's what we do here. And we got my boy. He's kind of rich, semi-rich. Neilness.
There you go with the allegations again.
Man, we just starting with this already. What it is? Happy Friday Eve to everyone out there.
Thursday.
Yeah, man. You know, been a long week, end of quarter, so you know. Cheers to everyone out there.
We said a couple shits today, so you know that's.
Nope.
Oh, he got himself a drink. All right.
He got drinks, y'all. So he gonna say a couple of shits, so he's gonna be on there.
I ain't got nothing in mind, but I'll pretend there's something in it.
But a man whose claims he love PC but can't get shit started. But boy, Mega.
Man, get the fuck out of here. There you go. Like we just hey, look, I just so happen to have a little mishap, and now you're just saying this is my whole PC thing's a facade. Shame on you, Steve. Shame on you. What's good with you people? I was having a few technical difficulties. Good thing you guys didn't see it because you know sometimes I'll be repping the master race. I don't want you guys to see me slipping. So yeah, it's a good thing he started it, you know, after my little mishaps. But how you guys doing on this Friday's Eve?
We're doing good, man. How about yourself, man? Everything is a copacetic with you working?
Hey, everything Gucci, man. Like the real question is like how the Xbox fanboys feeling over there, man. Like I've been seeing some refugee camps, man. I'm just saying, it's bad over there, bro. It's bad over there.
And then joining us again, he's not sick anymore. He's feeling great. A brand new Tesla owner. He used my code too, so the Tesla owner gave me so much I can't buy shit with it, right? But anyway, Zella hat guy, what's up, man?
He's like, how dare you? I can't use it.
I know, my bad. No, I appreciate the code. No, but we're back, man. We had the flu A. It knocked your boy down for a while, but we're back.
Damn, flu A. So there was
flu
B, C,
bro.
and D that came after that shit.
Yeah, I have flu A. It knocked me down, me and the wife down for a while, but now we're back, man. I'm excited to talk about this topic. It's kind of I don't want to say end of an era, but start of a new one. You know, this is kind of like dogs and cats living together type stuff. So I'm excited to talk about it.
Yeah, man.
I'm not much of a drinker, but I got a Coke Zero. Yeah, it's been a long week for me too.
It's been a long week for all of man. Like I said, this January has been crazy. I had my shots of Terramana you saw in my. Actually, I got this glass from Japan. I got the Mario one too, but anyway, I got a little drop left. Ooh, that's
you gotta stick your tongue out with that one.
Hell no.
I need a woman. I can be like, hey, let me stop. But anyway, what's up? CJ came in, y'all. Go check out CJ's gaming channel. Great new person I found out. She got a Switch kiosk just like me. Yeah, y'all. So before we get into our feelings about Xbox, hope y'all check out the channel today. Talked about all the new GameStop. Well, until Saturday, go check out the $25 games. It's on the channel. Go look at that video. You'll see it. But I did get 2 games today. I did pick up Visions of Mana for $25. Usually nice. $60 game. And then I saw this. I forgot about this. I had a couple copies of this, but it's $4 now. And it's a great RPG, Crisis Tale.
Oh, it's $4 down. That's what's up.
Yes, $4 on PS4.
Okay.
So like
that joint on Switch. That's what's up.
Yeah, y'all need to go check out those PS4 games. Like I wiped out a lot of my collections. Nest Note, he did also from my Neo Geo collection sitting right there back in the back. But rebuilding it, and before we get into Xbox, let's talk about this weird stuff going on with the Nintendo Switch, right? I will admit I'm kind of late to recollecting for the Nintendo Switch, but I noticed something, right? Last January, I made a video about first-party games, Switch games. The first-party Switch games, like it was like 12 of them, and let me make sure I can bring this up because I wrote it down last night, but it's a lot of those Switch games. So here's the games that are, where is that at? Oh, here it is, right here. All right. So these games like Paper Mario, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, Link's Awakening, Pikmin 3, Metroid Dread, Kirby Star Allies, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Mario Bros. U Deluxe, both Fire Emblems, Three Houses and Engage, Yoshi's Crafted World, WarioWare Get It Together, Nintendo Switch Sports, Mario Odyssey, Splatoon 2, which is $20, Mario Maker 2, Mario Strikers Battle League, Ultra Street Fighter 2, which go watch the video. Is something very important you need to watch about that. But those games are not delisted, but those games they're not be making no more. And also, too, guys, if you bring a super chat on the channel, we'll read your super chat on the air. Also, too, we keep it up. Another thing we're doing starting is sponsor of the chat or sponsor of the show. So everybody who donates the highest sponsor, whoever donates the highest super chat will be the sponsor of the night. So if that's a little incentive to help out the channel, thank you so much for doing that. But I go to different GameStops. I go to I don't see nothing in Goodwill hardly. I go to mom and pop stores. Switch games are constantly sold out or very, very small. And it's not because they don't get them, it's just because it's super popular. What do you think about this, guys? You know, like, what's up, everybody in the chat? What y'all doing? Yeah, Mario RPG was $25, wasn't bad. But yo, what do y'all think about the Switch, especially with the Switch 2 on the horizon, being backwards compatible? But as you know, a lot of Switch games are definitely holding their value or definitely starting to be like difficult to find. Anybody can start.
I mean, firstly, those games you listed off for $20, like that's a steal. If you don't have them, and you can find them, definitely get them.
Yeah, go get to watch the video.
Because because I bought all those games at full price when they came out.
Oh,
so, but definitely, yeah. I think that the Nintendo Switch is actually a really collectible console. I mean, it's still cartridge based, so you kind of get a little bit of that nostalgia for those people like myself that like cartridge based systems. So, I started collecting for it off and on, like as it came out. And it's got some great titles, right? You got great titles. You have a lot of great
look at this sponsor of the show. Wow, thank you. Project Retro Games. I don't know if anybody's gonna be 50. Okay.
He said, "Let's start this fight. Let's start the first 10 minutes off with throwing out bans." Okay,
let's get this out the way.
Let's get this out the way. The sponsor of right now, the sponsor of the chat, Project Retro Games. Make sure you go visit Project Retro Games because definitely he do have some great games. This great game. I'm talking, and he working on some. He talking with this, and I can't wait to see it. But the man making consoles, the man making repo good games, and these games are not your standard reproduction. These things are like better than the original. Better than freaking original. I'm gonna go find it.
Really good, high quality.
I can vouch for that. Definitely some A material type stuff. Because I was looking on the site and you can damn near tell it's an indistinguishable difference between like the official release and that. So if there's someone out there that you actually want in terms of like retro style game that's, let's be honest, like cost a damn near arm and a leg that you want but don't want to spend that money for it, but you want it as authentic as possible, go ahead and show them, Steve.
Look at it. Let me get big screen on this right here, right? So Gran Turismo 2, right? Look, I love long box. Look at that though. And then a game that didn't come out on the Sega Saturn, Cotton. Look at that.
Yep.
Look at that. Look, and it comes with different. It's the mag. I think I pulled it out of here. No, I didn't. Look. Okay.
Go. I'm showing the inside of it. Pause.
Shut up,
bro. Hold up. Pull it up. Look at the attention to detail.
Oh yeah,
the styrofoam over the disc.
Yeah, show the disc. The actual disc itself.
Oh yeah,
dude, you got the cover over the disc. Like,
dude, like. Look at that.
That's
y'all
really good quality.
Project Retro Games.
That's dedication right there.
He is the sponsor of tonight's chat. If anybody's going to beat him, I don't know, but I really appreciate it. It will go out and help the channel. All super chats are going and helping the channel. They're not buying games and stuff. It's put it into the chat because this right here, fun fact, y'all, to run this great 1080p is $45 a month. So thank you so much, Project Retro Games, because a lot of people don't understand. You know, we want to bring you a safe space. We want to bring you a great podcast, but shit costs money.
He said it first, y'all. He said
I did say shit first, didn't I? But going back in there, thank you so much, man. He said yes, right. He said game. He said Rose of fan made fans. That's right. That's right. So he is the sponsor of the chat. We'll be pulling back up tonight. But yes, that's right. He is the sponsor for the chat. So I'm gonna pull that in just a minute. But yeah, Zelda, go ahead and talk about that real quick. You were saying.
Man, it derailed my that super chat kind of derailed my
thought process.
Now, I mean, long story short, with the Switch 2 being backwards compatible, you're gonna have a nice new console to play your old Switch games anyway. So it feels like safe to collect it as well, especially with them going on sale with the announcement of the Switch 2. So yeah, I think it's good to collect them.
I think for me, well, I initially started collecting a lot of my Switch games probably about a year or two after limited run games started like their massive print of stuff. The first ones I got was it's back there on the shelf, but you guys can't see it. The Crisis trilogy. So I'm like, oh man, they putting these things on Switch. Man, that used to be a meme back in the day. It's like, hey, if it can't run Crisis, it can't run shit. So I was like, I gotta have that for my Switch. So I started buying those, and then that soon developed into an obsession of if there's a game on Switch that has a physical version, I try to opt to go get that. And then what comes with that is, of course, there's shortages in a lot of games that Steve just mentioned. Now they're doing limited print, or they're starting to shut down print manufacture of a lot of other games. So now it's coming to a point where a lot of these games that we got now is going to become harder to collect, especially with the limited run games, because we actually had a conversation about this in the chat. I think it was yesterday, actually. Now, especially with the Switch 2 on the horizon, a lot of people are expecting that a lot of those games hopefully are going to get a boost in performance. So by the time Switch 2 comes out, Nintendo they'll stop, minus some of their evergreen titles like Smash Brothers, Mario Kart, stuff like that. They may print those for a little while longer. A lot of people are expecting those to get a big bump in performance. So I'm assuming that a lot of the other games, like the ones I just mentioned, limited run games, are going to go up in value because there's only going to be so long that they're going to have those prints. So if there's any game that you guys are looking forward to, like for me in particular, the Soul Reaver collection with 1 and 2 that's coming out, limited run. Unfortunately, they have the rights to do that. They got collector's edition and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward towards that. So yeah, man, this with Switch games, like it's pretty much if there's a digital version out of a popular game, I'm pretty sure they're gonna get it. Unfortunately, but hey, it's out there if you want it. But be diligent, and if you want it, go ahead and get it because it's only gonna go up. It's just like the old people just say, the price of the brick is going up. So yeah, people, go ahead and get your orders in, man.
Oh my goodness,
going up.
He's from Atlanta, y'all. So it's a little stuff. He do a little stuff different down there, a little bit more hood. You better hood to you. All right. Next, I mean, me and you was talking back and forth. We kind of like been focusing heavily on like Neo Geo and really kind of not missing, but just kind of dismissing Switch because I guess it was always going to be there. What do you think about it, man? Because we have some of these games now. We're going back to get these games, and they still the same price as they were released. Say, for instance, right? Tears of the Kingdom. I did sell my Tears of the Kingdom at a higher price, but it's still like $60. It actually went up. Well, no, it was always $69, so it's still $65. And then again, Super Mario 3D All Stars. There we go. Now that thing's $100. I mean, it's crazy. Those two examples, but what do you think, man?
I don't want to say I'm starting to feel the FOMO a little bit. And I don't want to go down that rabbit hole because there's just way too many Switch games. Mm-hmm. Like that's for anybody that's going for like a full set, like a complete set, meaning limited run and all the other third-party vendors, and then the Nintendo releases. Like, man,
good luck,
good luck. All the power in the world to you, because good Lord, that's a huge library. That's a massive library of games. I do think that I did have some games I'm like, damn, I kind of wish I didn't get rid of them because there were good games, and my thought process was, yeah, I'll go back and get them eventually. But now I'm like, I don't want to go back and get them 3 or 4 years down the road, and I got to pay double the cost of what they were when I bought them. And I'm like, I don't want to go through that.
Mhm.
And kind of where I'm at now, my thought process is like, if I really, really want the game, I probably need to go and get it now. I mean, yeah, I can play it digitally all day, but you know, we physical collectors here, so that's what it's about. I didn't get rid of any of my collector's editions. So I still have Tears of the Kingdom collector's edition sealed in the box. I still have Metroid Dread limited edition sealed in the box, just because I bought 2 copies of Dread. So I beat Dread. Like, Dread was amazing. I love Dread.
That it was.
I've got a couple of limited run stuff, some Neo Geo Switch stuff, some side scrolling beat 'em up, some shooters. So I still have stuff that's, you know, and in The Messenger. The Messenger's such an amazing game. It's very Ninja Gaiden, gives that complete vibe of Ninja Gaiden. But now we're getting ready to get a new Ninja Gaiden, so you know I gotta get that on Switch. I gotta get it on the Switch. I mean, I have to just because the way that game looks, the way it's gonna play, it looks like it should be played on a Nintendo Switch.
Oh, you're talking about Rage Bound?
Yeah, Rage Bound.
Oh,
not four.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that has Nintendo written all over it, and so I understand that
all day. And so yeah, I probably will prioritize a handful of titles just to have in the collection. I'm not worried about, you know, sealed or nothing like that. I'm just gonna grab a copy and make sure it's complete, call it good, and I'm good to go. But it's just because my main priority won't be going after a set or a subset within Switch. Who knows? A couple years down the road, I might change my mind, but hopefully not.
Yeah, I've seen the chat. You know, it's on the chat talking about Ninja Gaiden, and then the Messenger. Like, yeah, I saw that the Messenger is getting re-released in March, so it's get a good chance to pick it back up. You know, that's another thing too. We talk about re-releases. Like, I think a lot of re-releases, games that we didn't get on the original Switch, now when the Switch 2 comes out, I think we're gonna get a lot of great games and stuff like that. And it just go back to my original question. Like, I went to Game Exchange, and Game Exchange, if you haven't seen, they're all over the United States now, but they're like a retro kind of store, right? And they do sell Switch games. The Game Exchange I went to, they switch section was 3 racks, and they had total of like 30 games. I was like, oh my gosh. And they was like these basic games. They didn't even have no good games. So I went to GameStop. GameStop was like short rack of games. I was like, and I just talked to I asked everybody, I said, is the Switch property? They said, man, we can't keep Switch games in here. I said, really? And I knew that in the back of my head, but because most of them are mostly retro collector. I love PlayStation. I love Switch too. I got in my Switch collection is coming out tomorrow, so y'all check that out. But oh my goodness, y'all, I'm just noticing now a lot of Switch games are flying off the shelves still. And I wonder, is because of Switch 2 and backwards compatibility, are more people going out and getting Switch games? You know?
I think it's that in a combination of, because I was actually researching this too. If there's an Xbox, PlayStation 4 or 5 or whatever in a Switch version, typically Nintendo are known for selling more physical products, so the Nintendo version will be worth a little bit more. Like for example, real quick, this one right here.
Yeah, and your boy Mega got a lot of Switch games. We was talking on the chat.
Yeah, he got a lot.
And I do. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I'm up to 120. And by the time this year's done, there's like 18. No, not 18. It's about 8 limited run pre-orders I got. So it's probably gonna be around like 130 or 140 by the time it's done.
I'm a little over 100, so you got me beat.
So this one right here, Dragon Quest 11. This one is noticeably more expensive on the Switch than it is on the PS4 and Xbox. Because these, I think this was like $50 inside GameStop.
And it's still still about $40.
Okay. Yeah, but if you look on like Xbox and PlayStation, it's only probably like 15, maybe $20. So the Nintendo versions always retain their value.
And the Switch version of Dragon Quest has some extra stuff, I thought, for the definitive edition. I thought.
Yeah, this one has if I remember correctly, it's completely remade to where it has a 2D and 3D. So if you want to play like the old school Dragon Quest, how it used to look in like the 90s, it's rebuilt from the ground up on this, or you can play the
get that game then.
Yeah, I think this is only on the Switch if I'm not mistaken. So that's another reason why too.
But here's the weird part, right? Like the Switch games are like hard to get in like mom and pop stores, right? Or GameStop or Walmart. Walmart was just dead. I was on the phone with them today. It was just it didn't have nothing in their section. And I saw Super Mario RPG. I was like, they wanted $60. I like shit. Let me go to GameStop.
At Walmart?
Yes, they still want $60 for it. Yes.
For RPG?
Yeah. $59.99.
Damn.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I go pick it up in GameStop. GameStop had like, and I think why GameStop are doing it, they bought a lot of copies of that game because every store I went to had like more than 10 copies. So I think they got a lot of copies from Nintendo, which is still a good game, but they got to pull some of that stuff out, getting their money back on it.
And then also,
but no, hold on, I was gonna say.
Oh, you go ahead.
Going back to doing that, eBay and Mercari still have those games, but they're damn near close to what the price are, a little bit under, but they're gonna stay the going rate. I mean, you'll find a lot of games on there, but if you watch my video today, one game you need to get, and it had like less than like 16 copies. Go watch that video, go check it out. But that's crazy. But what you about to say, brother?
Now I'm about to say, added in with Walmart, a lot of them across the country are getting rid of a lot of the physical games. I'm pretty sure you guys have probably noticed, especially the Xbox section. Xbox. They said, "Hey man, we ain't printing shit else on this anymore. Y'all either getting Game Pass, y'all buying on PlayStation."
Xbox games. Okay, so when I went to Walmart today, I looked at the Xbox section and I looked at the clearance. It was like 20 games on clearance. They had 20 little yellow stickers. I said, "Oh shoot, so this thing's about to go down." It's sad, but I guess we can jump right into like what everybody's here for, and we get the feelings out about it. Today, it's finally happened, guys. Xbox officially announced today that Forza Horizon 5 is now on PlayStation 5 coming this summer or spring.
Wish listed today.
Yeah, wish listed today, and I could not believe it. I knew this was going to happen.
I ain't gonna lie, that looks. I was telling you guys in the message, that looked hella surreal seeing the Horizon like imagery and then PlayStation stat right below it.
I know.
I'm like, damn, this is some type of Twilight Zone shit. It's like this shouldn't be happening if we being honest.
It does. It feels really weird because I'm something. Yeah, Miss, wake up, start counting all that money.
Broke. I don't know what you're talking about.
And also, yeah, thank you for being a member of the channel. Socrates is a member of the channel. If you want to be a member of the channel, please do so. You can find information below. Thank you so much. But he was counting his money. That's right, he was counting his money. He was counting his money. That's funny as hell. Almost threw me off. That was funny. But
it did throw you off. What you talking about?
Don't count your money, man. Look at him counting his money. Counting his Xbox money. But that is so freaking weird, right? It don't look right. It looks. You know what it takes me back to? It takes me back to like the Xbox versus Nintendo, but like when Sega lost and everything started putting on Nintendo, I get that same feeling. This is me. I got that same feeling like, hey, I don't like it shouldn't happen. And I'm not like fanboying like Xbox, PlayStation, which I love PlayStation and Nintendo, but it's just like, dang, they just really get.
Sega kind of lost twice, to be honest.
They did kind of lose twice.
Like PlayStation, and then they had Nintendo, then PlayStation, and they was getting. I mean, don't get me wrong, they had some good games on the consoles.
I understand,
it's rather sad though.
I can see it. Like it's like he's Project Retro Games talking about he stays as an Xbox collector. I really do. Yeah. I'm kind of mourning just a little bit for real, seriously, because Xbox, when it came out, and that first Halo experience, I got goosebumps thinking about it. It's like you don't get that no more. Where is that again? And it was like, okay, we had Nintendo and PlayStation, and then Microsoft. All right, at that time, Windows was banging. It was cool. The Xbox came out. I was like, oh my goodness. Oh, thank you, Socrates. If Socrates gifted a membership, so if you got that membership, thanks, Socrates. He gifted one right way membership to somebody. Thank you so much,
out, bro. Shout out.
Appreciate you, Socrates.
Oh, and here we go. We'll get to that super chat in just a minute. Thank you, Devil Star. We'll get to that super chat in just a minute. But yeah, dude, I'm really. I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of like sad a little bit. I'm for real. Like it's like one of my best friends like going away and not coming back. That's how I kind of feel with it. What y'all think? We gotta get these feelings out.
I mean, Forza is a great game. Don't get me wrong. It's a great racing game. I've played it many times. I actually have I was using my racing rig for it, like my little foldable chair, my wheel, and all that. But I'm not as like close to the chest with Forza as I am with like Halo and Gears.
Okay, so this goes to the super chat. What Devastator said. He's saying Forza Horizon 5. That is something hard to say, especially when you're drinking. It's trash.
I'm drinking again. Like
I've been drinking again.
It's trash. Gran Turismo all the way.
All the way. I guarantee. Okay, I am a Gran Turismo guy. As you see, I got the Gran Turismo shirt on. I love Gran Turismo. Horizon is different, right? Because
it is different.
It's open world.
Yeah, it's open world and arcadey.
I can see what I can halfway agree when you're saying it's trash compared to two, but they're two totally different systems, two different games. Now, they both have banging cars. And then also too, Horizon is more arcadious, so I kind of feel more to the arcade side to it. So I get that. Yeah, Devastator. I understand. I can agree and disagree with it. It's like, yeah, I get that, man. I really do.
Honestly, a better comparison would be to compare Gran Turismo to the Forza Motorsport series, because the Motorsport series,
right.
that's the one that's more
100%.
equivalent to Gran Turismo, because that's more of the racing simulation.
Yeah.
Horizon is more like what like Need for Speed was.
Yeah, it's more laid back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good assessment there. I think that's probably why I'm not as, like, okay, it's on PS5, it's all good.
It's not really a racing sim versus it's more of like an open
Mhm.
world, racing game.
People say, somebody said in the chat talking about like PlayStation get another body. I mean, we kind of knew this was coming, right? So that goes to the question of, I don't think, and I need to do a full video on this, I don't think in 2025 you need to buy an Xbox. What y'all think?
Xbox Prime.
I could have told you that back in 20.
What dude say like? What he did? How did he do the Optimus Prime? Like,
what? Like, just what?
No,
Optimus Prime. We're autonomous robotic organism for the planet Cybertron.
he said, to all my Xbox. No.
Autobots roll out.
He said,
dear Lord.
and we got now. Like I said, I like what Cag, because Cag is definitely an Xbox fanboy. He's like, it will sell. He said it's gonna sell out. GTA 7 once result. I mean, certain extent, I don't know about selling out, because your games actually sell out now because of digital. But like, really, nothing really sells out unless it's like kind of physical.
The last time I seen a digital game sell out was when Final Fantasy 14 had that big resurgence a couple of years ago.
Yes,
and they had and I was like, how the hell do you run out of code? So what? That's just digital.
I was there for that relaunch, bro.
How do you run out of keys? That's just crazy.
That was crazy. Like, so the idea of selling a sell out. Now, a sell out of physical, yes, I 100% get that. And this is a good test, because this is a good test for Halo. Because when Halo dropped, and then I guarantee, I'm gonna say it right here, Halo Master Chief Collection is definitely coming to the Switch too. Definitely, I think it's coming out.
Now the real question is,
hold on.
Oh, go ahead. Ness.
Oh, he said I'll sell.
You say what's coming?
MCC.
I say Halo, the Master Chief Collection, will be on the Nintendo Switch 2 before the end of the year.
I 99.9% agree with Steve too.
The only way I accept that is if they bust out a console.
They only have to bust out a console.
I need a console skin Halo.
Oh, I see what you mean. I was like,
that's the only way I accept it. I need a console skin Halo.
Oh, he's like,
he refused to accept Halo Switch 2.
Oh, Porn Star JR, and I'm happy Porn Star JR got, because they show up every freaking week. Every week. So I'm glad. Thank you. Enjoyed the membership. You got some videos on the channel. Probably change some more stuff on the channel. This year I'm doing more stuff for get my words out, doing more stuff for members and stuff. So thank y'all for supporting the channel. It definitely helps out. It doesn't go for game hunting. I'll tell you that right now. We got to pay the bills around this joint until we can get some sponsorships so to pay for this StreamYard. God damn.
He said he singled out StreamYard like, God damn, shit breaking my pockets.
Man, hey, I ain't gonna lie, I want to quit it so bad, but like it was like $25 a month. You know,
damn, that is
like
a lot.
$45. And I remember talking to y'all about it, like, man, I just can't find nothing else. It works so seamless. And like, and the basic StreamYard is trash because I don't want to be at 720p and then you go back and look at it. See, so that's hey, Project Retro Games put me out for another month, so that's good. He paid for next month. Thank you, Project Retro Games. Is a sponsor. He is the sponsor with that $50 super chat that he did today, y'all. That is amazing. Thank you again for that. But like, yeah, see right here, boom, there you go. So thank you so much for that, brother. But he's a sponsor. But yeah, going back to that, y'all, it's like, god damn. I don't know how to process it right. I'm not fully processing it right, really.
I'm processed. I think I'm processed at this point now. Like
this has happened before.
Yeah.
You know, remember when Final Fantasy left Nintendo and went to the PlayStation?
Yes,
right?
That's a perfect example.
I mean,
that's an example.
I mean, you know, it's one of those things, man. Like at the end of the day, it's a win for gamers, right? Because we're in a world now where not everybody can afford to buy all 3 consoles to play the games that they want.
Shit, we can't afford to be paying all these online subscriptions to play our games. Like,
exactly,
shit, you got Nintendo, you got PlayStation and Xbox. Like, shit, that's too much, bro. I already paid for my ISP. I got to pay for this shit too.
Yeah, so if we ever get to a world where somebody can buy one console and be able to play all the games they want to play, I think that's a win for gamers.
And honestly, I think like we've been prepped for stuff like this since 2001 when Sega hit the old flip switch and they put
Sonic Adventure, Sonic Dreamcast or no, GameCube.
Sonic Adventure, and then they had that Sonic Advance game on Game Boy Advance. They said, "Oh man, this got a sting for those hardcore Sega fans right now." That's blasphemy, bro.
That's the time. And also, hey, did you see the price on Sonic Adventure 2 on GameCube?
Yep, it went up even more.
Dude. Damn. I got it from GameStop. They had it for like $39 or something.
And that Shadow the Hedgehog game, that shit's over $100 now.
What?
Yeah, Shadow went up.
Yeah, because that movie, that movie, because a lot of people was like, whenever like a main like franchise has like a movie or something like that that's really popular, it's coming out. Anything with that character based on, that shit's just gonna go up every single time. Just like what happened. I keep saying it almost every week with Space Marine 2. When that shit came out, Space Marine 1, that shit went up in price.
Oh, I was
like, damn.
We still need to play that.
Nigga, I found
I need to download that.
3.
All right. Is it multiplayer? Oh, my bad.
Yeah, it's multiplayer.
Hey, I found Space Marines today on PS3, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was
for
PS3 for $44. I wasn't gonna get it, but then I looked online. I saw that's a regular price. It came down to $44 when it used to be like $9, $6, $7. Like,
mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
it's hard,
price how much
man.
It was, yeah.
It's real hard, bro. Because like you sit there and you're like, man, that game's $5. I can always get it another day, and then you look another day and it's like $30. I'm like, what happened? Like when this game's been $5 all day, every day, and now you want to charge $30? Like, what do we do?
Yeah, I mean, like what's funny about that is it always creeps up on me particularly because there's a bunch of games I always wanted to get. It's all right, I'll get this next week or a month or whatever. It'll still be there. Like who's gonna get prototype Biohazard bundle on PS4 for $15, and then about 3 or 4 months later go by, now it's just like $50 on PS4. It's went up in price.
That's how everybody felt with 360 when that boomed. When that skyrocketed, and it was like, man, that shit was cheap.
And then what happened with that?
Let's get to the super chat real quick.
Oh yeah,
Devastator. He was saying he owned the Xbox and the PlayStation. He said, I own Xbox and a PlayStation Forza Horizon and a Forza Motorsport. He said has nothing on Gran Turismo. I'm not saying that because I grew up on Gran Turismo. Okay, I get it.
I mean, let's be honest. Gran Turismo did get its own movie.
It did.
Turismo does have the basis of a real racing sim, so it is a different type of game. It is slightly different.
And also,
it's still a great game.
And also, Turismo Turismo has its own driving school too.
Yes,
It
Turismo does have
does,
his own
yeah.
driving school, and he's rocking a Turismo shirt right now. If y'all
Hey,
notice,
and the number one game on the PlayStation is I think Gran Turismo 1 or 2.
I think it's 2.
I think it's maybe
Yeah.
2.
That's
What's
the high,
Amazing, bro.
that's the highest selling that's the highest selling PlayStation franchise too, Gran Turismo. Like from
But that's
PlayStation
the number
1 all
one
the way up to
game.
now.
The number one game on PlayStation 1 is Gran Turismo. It's 1 or 2.
have y'all watched,
Yo, huh?
have y'all watched that Gran Turismo movie?
I haven't yet seen it yet, but I
I
want
watched
to see it
it.
though.
I
I heard it was
is
good.
It's
I
all right.
really
Yeah,
wanna watch
yeah, it was pretty decent. Yeah, it's pretty much like a documentary, but it's dramatized to where a lot of shit in it did happen, but they're trying to make it more bombastic. It's like, oh, we did all this. It's pretty much like one of those. It's based off a true story, but they made it a little more exciting.
So it's
I
better
enjoyed
than
it,
Need for Speed then.
Oh hell, like shit, ain't even better than Need for Speed. Shit, the
I've
last
never seen Need for Speed.
the last Fast and Furious is better than Need for Speed. Like,
Damn.
that movie sucked.
I have found Need for Speed the movie at Goodwill for like $1.99. I took that shit out halfway through the movie and threw it away. I was so mad. I said, "That's some bullshit." I hate
If they
that.
had just followed like one of the games, like if they did like Underground or Most Wanted and just made a movie based off of those games, I think it'd have been a fire movie.
But they couldn't really because they got freaking. How you gonna compete with Fast and the Furious? That's basically what it is.
I mean, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like because Most Wanted had kind of a decent storyline that kept you engaged, so they could have just built the basis of the movie around that and did a very similar style.
It's like Ain't by Taste. I hate that movie. I
Yeah,
hate that
it's
movie.
true.
I've never seen it. I guess I ain't missing much.
I mean,
What, Need
you
for
might
Speed?
like it. You
Yeah.
might like it. I just didn't like
No,
it.
he ain't gonna like it.
Nah,
I already know. I didn't know
He
this
ain't
man
like
for
it.
too
He
long.
ain't really missing out.
He ain't gonna like it. He's gonna say it's dog shit.
He said shit, y'all. We gotta go to counter. Yeah, we never
What?
play a game, y'all. Like anytime Ness says shit, y'all need to take a shot or something. Or anybody. we need to get that. But it's-
Taking this drink right now.
I'm gonna need another one then.
you will need another one.
But I think the real question is like who, because we know how Xbox is moving nowadays. Who do you think's platform they're gonna show off Halo first? Is it gonna be Nintendo or is it gonna be PlayStation?
What you
I
mean?
think it's PlayStation.
PlayStation.
In terms of like Master Chief Collection, like when that
PlayStation.
Never does
PlayStation.
come, like
Well,
PlayStation,
Well, hold on.
I'm thinking it's gonna be Nintendo.
I think it's
Yeah.
Nintendo too because look at this. Because Nintendo has been ruthless the last 3 years, right? All right, remember how the frantic Nintendo put everybody in frantic with the Marvel's Capcom collection, and they were the first
Oh,
one.
yeah.
It came out of nowhere, and I was laying in bed and I jumped I was laying in bed like this on my phone, like okay, I'm watching shit. And I said, "Boss, oh Marv!" I dropped my phone. I'm like, "Oh, are we?" And I texting y'all like, "Oh, y'all see it?"
that Maximilian
yeah,
video.
Oh man,
Video
I was
did,
just like
uh,
him.
That dude was hype as
He
hell.
was
I had to watch it
hype.
like 5 or 6 times.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because it
She
came out of
didn't
nowhere
even know.
because nobody was expecting Nintendo to have that because that's like one of the most iconic fighting games of all time, and it was
I
never
mean-
on Nintendo platform. So it was like, y'all got it? Oh yeah, y'all feel
it-
differently now.
Nintendo is kind
Nintendo.
of synonymous with doing that, though. I remember when the Metroid Prime remaster, they're like, "Oh yeah, that comes out like today." We're like, "Wait, what? So, huh?"
I
Like
know.
that
Yeah,
had been
they
a game
did
that
do
they
that.
could, yeah. They're like, "It's
I-
coming out
and
to
then
let me check my watch right now." I was like,
Oh yeah. Oh, they said, oh yeah, it releases today digitally, and then physically it releases in 2 months.
"Yeah."
I like how they did
"What?"
that though. At least it was like you can buy it now if you just want to wait 2 months later. You
They
can pick
got
it up.
that was smart. They
Mhm.
don't. I mean, we giving them their money, but from a business standing, I'm like, damn, that's smart. Especially how the Capcom thing. 'Cause I a lot of people say I'm double dipping. Because people they realize
That's his face. He's sick. When you said that, he was like, "How dare you?" That's what it came off across. He was like, "How dare you?"
double dipping. Ew, I'll
The
stop.
treachery.
Yeah.
Like, don't you put a picture of that in the timeline? I'm blocking your ass. If you wanted it, you should have bought it on the box. You should have bought it on the best box. Not on no damn Switch.
See, look, speaking of Fast and the Furious, like, look, he,
Oh, that's the super from the first movie, right?
Yup.
yeah.
Mhm.
2 Jay-Z engine. No shit.
Speaking of, I hated the little Bow Wow. I hate little Bow Wow and Therese in this series. I hate them. I can't stand Therese in this. In there, like when Rock said, "Been shining that forehead." What you say?
Oh, he's like, what? Oh man. What did he say?
What did he say? Hide your baby oil.
Either hide your baby oil.
The hide
Yeah,
that
hide
big ass
that big ass
forehead.
forehead.
Apparently that was an ad lib.
It
Yeah,
was.
Yeah.
Ludacris spitting out that drink. That was real.
Yeah.
He's about to hide that big ass forehead. And the rock was like, dang.
Yeah, I'm just
That was funny. But Fast Furious is another thing. But yeah, y'all. But this Xbox thing, I like it, but I don't. But Xbox is really like,
why? I'm still trying to figure
There's
out. Why
not a
people
reason
don't
really
like
to
it.
not like it. In my
why I
opinion.
don't like it. I'm just kind of holding out. I'm just wanting them. I guess I'm old because like I want Xbox to have their exclusives. I want PlayStation to have their exclusives, and I want Nintendo. But I understand in the time we are like everybody can't own everything, and I get that. And Xbox, Game Pass is amazing. But it just I don't know. I like the brand loyalty, but then don't like the arguments that comes with the brand loyalty. Because it's something like let's talk about like what is Xbox identity now? Let's go into that. What is the identity of the Xbox now? Is it the biggest third party, publisher in the world? Are they taking that from Sega? Because Sega claimed to be there and then kind of fell off on it. So what is it to be a Xbox fan now? What is it like? Even a fanboy, and we get used fanboy and then sometimes in a negative, but it's not negative because everybody's a fanboy or something. But like in CAG, I want to hear what you got to say. Like, what is it to be a Xbox fan? What is Xbox identity now?
I think what it is nowadays is anything that got a damn screen on it with controllers and buttons and stuff. Because at this point,
I'm gonna press it.
Well, because remember they partnered with Samsung maybe like three some years ago to where if you have a Samsung TV now there's that Xbox app that's on it where you can just play games directly from the cloud. Yeah. I mean it's pretty dope. I've used it when I had the Game Pass Ultimate where you get like PC and all that stuff. It works pretty good. So I think they're
sometimes.
Oh
it's
yeah.
come a long way. I feel like
It's come a long way for sure.
It definitely depends on if you have your setup wired or if it's Wi-Fi. If it's Wi-Fi, a little hit or miss.
You gotta have hardwired.
Yeah, if you have a hardwire, then typically it'll work a little better. But it's being streamed, so it's also depends on what server it's being pinged from too. Mm-hmm. So but in that regards, yes, the way they're maneuvering is just they're like they did with that Forza 5 Horizon announcement. It's just.
But what is it to be?
They're
though. But what is it?
They're slowly but surely just trying to make it to where Xbox is not just about the box itself. It's mainly just the games. Like that Forza, that was like a main pillar of their games from like the Xbox 360. And then because for the longest time, it was always you got your Halo, you got your Gears, you got your Forza, and then like Fable and like some other games thrown in there too. So nowadays, I'm thinking more. It's just gonna be more along the lines of just software now. Because Xbox games, because now whenever you're seeing stuff, you're seeing Xbox Game Studios plastered everywhere. You're not seeing just Xboxes. Xbox Game Studios presents this, presents that, stuff like that. And now I think they're the biggest publisher in the world after they acquired Activision. So yeah, it's just gonna be a publishing game. So now Xbox is just gonna be synonymous with Xbox Game Studios. It's not gonna be about the Xbox like system anymore. Because at the end of the day, it's honestly, if you think it's just about the games, because that's what you're playing for. Right?
Well, back in the day, being an Xbox fan, like, oh yeah, I'm Master Chief, I'm Gears. I mean, those two games probably going multi-plat. Like Phil Spencer says, nothing's off. Starfield's coming, Indiana Jones. I mean, I get playing your games anywhere, but to like beat your chest, like I'm Xbox, you can beat your chest for Nintendo, even PlayStation to a certain extent, right?
You be beating someone else, but all right, I feel you. they be beating someone else. Like man, them Twitter streets, they even. Let me stop.
I'm sorry. Oh, like, I'm glad. Okay, so I definitely want to put this. He didn't put no super chat, but that's okay because he supported the channel still. But he's really like gave us some good content about Xbox. But he is saying like I'm okay with what they're doing. I continue to use a platform. It really comes down to me preferring the controller and the achievement system. Everything getting these games is okay. And I hear that from a lot of people about the controller, the Xbox controller. many times out, people, it's a great controller. You
Mhm.
can't front like
Mhm.
used to say like the PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 2 was a good controller, DualSense. I like the DualSense too, but I mean you can't really, in the Xbox controller, people do like that. I hear a lot of times like people, I wish I can use the Xbox controller on a PlayStation,
Now, you want to say play my Xbox anywhere? Play that controller on a PlayStation 5. Let's go.
If it is,
They actually do got there's these
There's
little
adapters.
dongles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can do that
adapters and
Brook.
dongles you can use.
I have
you
one.
can, you can use a Brook. You can use a Brook adapter.
Brook adapter. Yeah,
Mhm.
Brooks adapter. Yeah.
Yeah, the Brooks adapter. No, Brooks adapters. Them joints are nice because
They are nice.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
they solid.
the first time I ran across one of those, I accidentally bought a because I was looking for a controller. I had bought a arcade stick for the PlayStation, but I needed it for Xbox. And I'm like, dang, I need it for Killer Instinct. And I'm like, oh, I couldn't use it, so I had to go get a Brooks. And I'm like, oh yeah, this thing's dope.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
they're
good.
really nice.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess we can say like you were saying, the controller, being a controller, and then the achievement system. Because the achievement system on Xbox is pretty dope. But if you don't got no box to play that shit,
You're still tied to your Xbox account, though, right? I mean, I think that, I think that to be an Xbox fan now is more like kind of to Mega's point, Xbox Studios. I think they're trying to get out of the console business,
they are
right?
definitely
And they're trying to
get out
provide
of
games as a service, right? They get out of the console business and they can let Nintendo and Sony fight and make consoles because consoles themselves don't make a ton of money. It's really the games, and then provide this platform. Provide that platform as a service. Game Pass on the Switch. I'll take it. Game Pass on PS5. If you can provide Game Pass everywhere and get that subscription off people without having to shell out the overhead to make consoles, everybody kind of wins, right? Being an Xbox fan will being a fan of the Xbox like ecosystem, right? The Xbox service will be what it means to be an Xbox fan now, I think.
You're still playing on the console. You're just using the Xbox operating system.
Or just connecting to Xbox's cloud service to play games or what have you.
Right.
I mean, Netflix has already started doing it, right? Have you ever played the Netflix games? I mean, they're not great, but some of the games are pretty fun. So I think that's kind of where gaming is going to go eventually. They're just trying to get a head start to be the first ones there.
Right. And they even with that because with Game Pass, because even with Game Pass, like they're banking, they're clearly putting all their eggs in one basket with Game Pass, because now it's to where like for example on PC, I got PC Game Pass. Like I haven't had to use Xbox since like 2019, 2020. So it's like they clearly don't value the box like that, and that's why like there's a huge difference between like price comparisons between what they pay on Xbox and what they pay on PC. PC Game Pass, well now it's like $11, but before it was $10. They charge almost damn near $20 on that platform. So it's like, their Xbox is pretty much to the point it was like a premium brand almost, because they have to upcharge them more because it's a platform. And then let's be honest, like Xbox users ain't spending money like that. Like it's gotten to the point where people was like, if they don't Game Pass, I ain't playing it. Nah, I mean, I'm like, bro, see, this is like that same mindset is the reason why they in the predicament right now, because y'all just want shit to go to Game Pass, and not every publisher like sees the value in that. Because to be honest, like, what are you gonna do? Like, take a large upchuck front payment of just doing that stuff, or just buy your game up front later, dollars.
Hey, this is how I feel, how Xbox is looking at the competition right here. This is how I kind of feel a little bit right here. Remember when Arsenio Hall was going up against Bayleto? He's like, I'm gonna kick one of those ass. I'm like, that's how I kind of feel how Xbox is looking at everybody right now.
Cag made a really good point, right? Xbox is becoming what Steam is.
That's
a really good point. That's exactly it. I didn't even think to make that comparison earlier, but he's exactly right.
And you know what's crazy is like, well, this is on the same topic, but like Steam a couple weeks ago, they was playing around with the idea of possibly entering the console market with something. Did you guys hear about that? Yeah. So it's like so if Xbox, goes way old yeller, I mean, it opens up the market for, honestly, there's only two companies I can think of that would probably do that.
I don't think we need another console, not another home console. The things like the Steam Deck make sense because mobile gaming is huge, being able to game on the go. I think they just put that energy into like more like Steam Deck, a Steam Deck successor, and not a home physical console. I don't know.
You know what?
Mhm.
If Xbox is like new Steam, but I don't think Steam is going to take. Like, well, hold on now.
Steam is making too much money just being a platform. They don't
Yeah.
want to, you know what I mean? And then the Steam Deck, of course. But
Yeah,
I was surprised they made the Steam Deck, honestly. I'm surprised.
Hey,
they
the
did that.
Steam Deck, it did put like, okay, if it wasn't for the Switch, we wouldn't have had a Steam Deck. Let's just be
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
just be honest.
Mhm.
Like
Facts.
Nintendo, and this is like not the first. Nintendo's like coasting. Like Nintendo, I'm surprised when Nintendo did like they just say, you know what, we use Nintendo don't give people what they want. They're like, we know what you want better than what you want that you know, and they'll get some like they did last time they did that with the Wii U and they like kind of effed up. So, but I don't know, man. Like if Microsoft comes out with a Steam Deck prototype, what they working on, they say they're working on. So I kind of believe that.
Xbox Prime.
Xbox, it could be good. I do. I do want to see Xbox succeed. I really do. It's just like the physical box. If they take it away, I'm feeling some other people might PlayStation, like at the PlayStation 6, like, oh well, we taking ours away, and then Nintendo. You know what? I don't know.
But if they get rid of the box, you know what they still need to do? They still need to make that controller, because the Xbox controller is still to this day is still the most used controller on PC for people who play controller on PC.
Man, it's
like that
it's
needs to stay.
comfortable.
That needs to stay constant, no matter if they're still in the business or not for consoles.
I switch back and forth between the PS5 controller. Like if I'm playing an FPS, I'm using the Xbox controller.
Mhm.
I've been playing like Ghost of Tsushima randomly, and I'll use the PS5 controller for that on my PC.
Hey, I got the big Xbox fridge. Let me say, that Xbox fridge sitting right there.
Yeah, I got mine too. Right, the one.
Mine's over there. It just hasn't. I never turned it on. I've turned
You
it on.
still have it. You got it, but you did get. But you get.
Well, I gotta. I still haven't finished that area yet. So.
But you got one though. I'm saying.
I do. Yeah, you got one.
You need to. You know what? Speaking of your Xbox and I saw it. Now you got the new table. You need to like have the Xbox fridge on top or something, like a top of a table, and then have stuff surrounded, like alcohol drinks and stuff like that around it. That'd be dope.
Well, where it's sitting, that's supposed to be. I'm building a mini bar eventually when I get around to it. I just haven't had the time to cut shelves and.
You've been making too much money, huh? I understand. That's all right.
Nah, I ain't been making enough money.
Yeah, sure. You'll be
Y'all and these rich jokes and shit.
Yeah, you gonna be. Hey, watch. Come summer, he gonna be doing a podcast from a swimming pool. Oh yeah, you know.
Oh,
swimming pool.
Swimming pool. What are you talking about?
Look at him. Look at him. He'll be like, oh yeah.
He gonna have like butlers bringing him drinks on the podcast.
Yeah, I know, right?
Thank you, Jeffrey.
You know what I'm talking about, bro. Y'all wilding right now.
Hey, he don't have his butler be like, yeah, here you go, sir. You're like, you want something else? Here
Yes,
go.
Master Ness. What
Here
can I
you
get
go.
you, sir?
You can see a hand come in the frame and just feed him a grape.
Yeah, it'd be like this. It'd be like, anymore.
And if it's not the right drink, he gonna switch a bottle with Tiberius. He gonna.
Get
Y'all wild, bro.
How dare you, peasant?
This has sparkling water.
Yeah, these
I
drinks
didn't
are from
want
Costco.
sparkles in my water.
You know what's low key though?
What?
If you see my drink glass, you probably can't see it, but it's got Ness
Little gold
engraved
flakes in
into it.
Oh, I see it. I see it now.
It was a birthday present last year.
Oh, that's
That's
good.
what's up.
I was
That's
like, man, y'all love your boy with the Ness stuff. I was like, cool. Anyway, enough
This
of
ain't
those.
your couch. This ain't your couch. I'm gonna go with like, nice couch, motherfucker.
I sold my couch. My couch is gone.
Oh, you sold the couch?
Yeah, I sold it. So
The one that was in your media room?
not the one that was outside in the game room.
You sold it on Facebook?
No, my neighbor bought it.
What?
Yeah, he came over and he's like, "Yeah, I'll give you the money for it." Bought it, he put it in his game room, and he got a whole bunch of consoles in his game room. He got 20 consoles in his game room.
God
Did
damn.
he know you had what you had?
Oh, he had no idea.
Oh, okay.
Like my wife was telling him, but he was like,
He blew his
"You
mind.
have all the
He was
boxes? You have all the boxes." He was
He's the boxes, man. The boxes.
"You have all the boxes." I was like, "Yeah, I have the boxes." And he's like, "What is that?" He's like, "What Neo Geo? What is that?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's a video game console." He's like, and he
didn't know
came
that.
back to pick up the couch.
Yeah.
He said he had done some research. He was like, oh my god, it's so amazing.
See, I started
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. I was like, oh, I got a gamer for a neighbor. I'm like, all right.
That's good, man. That's
Shout
good.
out. That's what's up, man. That's always good.
Now make sure you put that camera in that room.
What room?
And in your whole room, leaving your game stuff. You know, getting that game stuff, leave to your game room. Make sure you put a camera going that way.
Oh, he's talking about. He was like,
No,
you never know, man.
You know, really, right? I was a good neighbor. What the fuck?
Oh no. They good. They cool peoples. Yeah.
Shit.
Be military.
Shit.
Damn.
He said, shit. He's like, it don't matter. I was in it.
Motherfucker beard, yeah, drop to your ceiling and shit and be like, you wake up, what the fuck, how about you go?
Walk into your meeting room and a flashbang goes off. Like, oh,
Ow. Y'all in here playing COD for real.
Oh shit.
Drag out.
On the
But yeah,
oh no, but I was to go back to that. There was a comment that Isaac made. It's a couple comments up. He's saying that's why so many handheld PCs are coming out because they want to top the Steam Deck, and there are some cases where it does, but Steam OS is very superior to others that may launch. So my thing is because even to that, because when I had the ROG Ally, I don't have it anymore. I got rid of it because I really had to see the point of using it because all my PC stuff is being done right through here. My thing is like if Xbox does when they do a handheld, like that thing gotta stand out. Like it gotta do something a lot more different than what the Steam Deck, the ROG Ally, like the Legion Lenovo, like all the other stuff doing. So that's my only thing. It has to warrant.
it has to instantly connect to Xbox. Xbox Game Pass. It has to be a Game Pass system. It has to.
So that brings me to this, right? So in terms of handhelds, the most emulated handhelds come from Nintendo. You see a lot of third parties.
Absolutely.
You see a lot of other vendors try to compete in that realm. Nintendo does a really solid job of building not only a very good library of games, just because a lot of them are first party, and then they bring in the third party to please the outer audience that wants to play those games on that device.
Mm-hmm.
When we start talking about Steam Deck, which has a great operating system, tons of games that you can download, really good discounts and prices throughout the year that you can go and grab these games. And then, of course, you have your emulation station too, where you can dump all your ROMs on there and you can play every library from all the retro consoles that you want, which is great, right?
Yep.
Moving forward, however, you're talking about
Emulation station.
bringing yeah, exactly. You're talking about bringing more handheld consoles from other big name competitors into the space that really and virtually aren't going to change the landscape of it. They're not going to push the envelope because we already have digital operating systems that you can download your games from. So the only difference is whether or not you have this game or you don't have this game. And then screen wise, you're not looking at a huge difference because a majority of them are running OLED. They're not running 4K. They're not processing power at, PS4 probe or Xbox Series X levels yet. So, it's not enough of a needle mover for me to say like anybody new that comes in and says their handheld's the best. I mean, you're just talking about semantics at that point because frame rates, color, saturation, it's the same game. I've got this handheld. I've had it for a year. What's the difference?
Yeah.
What is going to be a difference? And that's why I say, what's the identity of Xbox?
And they even with that, like the handheld thing, it's like because Game Pass is just a rental service. It's like you don't get to own anything. So that leads to question that if and when Game Pass goes away, what the hell is the device going to be used for? So you got to factor that in too, because it's not like you can buy physical games for. Well, I guess they could. I guess they could put the Microsoft Store in so you can buy it, but then again, that goes back to Xbox not buying any damn games. But
that's where Nintendo wins.
Yeah, and what is it? Like you go around like I was saying in our thing, right? When you go on like, what kind of fan are you? Are you an Xbox fan? Like, what is that? Like that's being hard, really difficult to define. You can say, oh, controller. All right, and like when you say I'm a Nintendo fan, oh, you boom, 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 boom. But if you got your major franchises like Call of Duty, I wouldn't say Call of Duty, but Halo. When people see Halo when people see Halo move to the PlayStation, I think everybody's mind's going to change. Forza Horizon, that messes me up. Forza Horizon, okay, but Halo, Master Chief, that's gonna
somebody
be
get mollywopped on PS5.
That's like
the
the
Xbox dudes have been playing Halo and they never played Halo. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's a small subset of individuals at this point.
yeah,
But
it's miles.
that's like the equivalent of
you're gonna get got.
oh, that's like
I
the
can't wait.
equivalent.
I'm
like
getting
the-
back on this.
It's going down.
I'm getting
of-
red versus blue.
This is for Xbox.
It's gonna be red. It's gonna be blue versus green versus red. Then
Now that I think we talked about that before.
yeah,
But if they were smart,
they would
they
do
would
that.
do a cross-platform
Halo,
Slayer version in Halo.
Nintendo
can
versus
play-
Xbox versus PlayStation.
Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, all that.
It's gonna be dope.
That would be
Man,
fire.
just think about if they did that. You see like little blue, red, and green just running around.
Mhm.
You'll see all this blue and there's a little bit of a bunch of a little green. No, and then all this red. All these Nintendo fans, and you see all the red, they'd be like, just get like this is getting annihilated. It's like all the red, like part of the Red Sea.
and
Like,
you'll
you
probably
know-
you'll see like the little black speck on top. That'll be PC. Look at them.
hey, no, this would be funny. You see all the Nintendo players like, I thought this was Splatoon. This might be friendly. No. I thought this was Splatoon. No, look at that ass whooped.
Oh my god.
Well, they're working on the new Halo right now. So
even with Halo coming to PS5, right? And this is coming from somebody who's a diehard Halo fan. Ness knows, like me and him spent thousands of hours playing Halo.
thousands.
I just think that the landscape of the first-person shooter has changed and kind of left Halo behind.
Mhm.
We're in
Yeah,
the-
that's true too.
We're in the wars, COD and battle royales of Fortnite. Don't be wrong. To me, an arena shooter like Halo, that is the purest form of FPS to me. But I am in the minority, right? In that, right? Look how popular like Warzone is, or Fortnite is, and
Call
things
of
like
Duty
that.
took that crown.
Yeah.
I
So
think the closest we got to that in Halo was Big Team Battle, and that was very
Yeah.
small, minuscule. So it's yeah,
And also because you gotta remember when Halo was popping off like it was between 2001 to 2010ish, right around like that decade era, they were literally trendsetters. They were masters at their own craft. Nowadays, this Halo has to try to copy and imitate. They gotta do stuff involving Fortnite, stuff with Call of Duty, Battlefield, even like the big teams and stuff like that. It's like now it's just they're in a perpetual state of just trying to catch up with everybody. And now it's to the point where, because even if you play Halo nowadays, it's like if you play Halo Infinite and go back and play Halo 3, that's a night and day difference. We didn't have tactical sprinter, all these different type of abilities and stuff like that. And it's like when they try to modernize, it's like, man, all these other guys are doing the same shit y'all used to do, but doing it better. So it just kind of defeats the purpose. Like that's why Halo Infinite, it had like his little resurgence for a little bit, but then after people started like playing, it was like, oh, this is no different than stuff I used to play. So it's
Infinite was
breaking news. Breaking news. I don't
What's
know
up?
if it's breaking, but right now on Nintendo Switch Online, you got Ridge Racer 64.
Oh yeah. I saw
On
that
nice.
like a
Nintendo
while
Switch
ago.
Online. So it seems like I was breaking stuff during the podcast on Thursdays. But yeah, go right now. You can download Ridge Racer 64. Ridge Racer is such, oh my goodness, Ridge Racer 4. I think that's what it's based on. I think Ridge Racer 64 is based on Ridge Racer R4 Type 4. Oh my gosh, Ridge Racer is such a good game. That was like the first good drifting. Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Ridge Racer's really solid. You know what I kind of wish, I kind of wonder. So one thing about the Switch for me is when I would be thinking about buying single player games on either PS5, Xbox, or Switch.
Mhm.
One of the things that would make me like lean more towards Xbox and PS5 was the achievement system. It would
Yep.
be kind of cool if Xbox's integration with the Switch 2 was allowing you to get Xbox achievements for Nintendo games.
You know what? There's one game that actually did that too. The Ori
Forgot we
games, the Ori and
Yeah.
the Blind Forward. If you play Ori and connect it to your Xbox account, you can earn achievements on the Switch version that will translate over to the Xbox version. I had no idea that shit was the thing until I checked my Xbox profile. I was like, what? I beat this on Switch. Oh, accounts are linked.
Or even if Nintendo had their own achievement system, I think that would be cool. I love achievement systems.
People really want, I really want them to have their own achievement system too. Like, they gotta do like what, coin stars or some shit.
Call it whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just put it in there.
Sorry.
What's going on over there, buddy?
What you doing?
Ridge Racer.
Yeah, I had.
Oh wow, bro! I forgot about Ridge Racer.
Last time I played Ridge Racer was on the DS, so it's been a minute.
Was it Ridge Racer Type R that was on like PS1? Maybe.
I can't even remember because
Back
after
when it had the long box, I played it when it was in the long box for PS1, I think.
Because after 7
long
on PS,
box,
long box style.
Because after 7 on PS3, I lost track. So I have no idea which number they stopped at that point.
Long box style.
still long box style.
Get that, you can get that long box a day. So get some of the long box.
we got two discs in the box for you. 2 discs. Like, whoa, hold on. I was only expecting 1. What you mean 2? Pause. We got 3 actually. Oh, hold on, that's a little too much for me. Like 3.
You don't need an OnlyFans
Some
for this
games
long
were 4.
box.
Shoot.
Oh yeah, some games was 4. You're right.
You be like, Oreo. Oreo.
Oh no.
Yo, I was like, what are you doing? And then I was like, it clicked. I was like, oh.
And
Oreo.
that dude had a whole presentation graduation class. Like,
You stupid, bro.
Oh no.
That was so funny. Oreo.
Oh my god. Oh.
That made my stomach hurt. That's so funny. Y'all, if y'all haven't seen the dude, y'all need to go see that. Y'all need to go search it out. That dude is a Japanese content creator, and he's talking about Oreo in the middle of it, and he describes like every time like you stack an Oreo on top, Oreo, and then Oreo, and then Oreo, and then like the cream keep going, Oreo, and then go.
And he has a class repeating him.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
It's
yep.
so funny.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, man. That's hilarious.
Oh, it's so good.
Because he does a lot of anime character voices too.
Oh, does he?
Like it's Japanese anime. Yeah, like
like
his voice is
Doflamingo.
spot
One
on.
Piece.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he does a really good Doflamingo. That's like what his
Oh
whole
my
personality
God,
is. So it's like
Doflamingo's dope.
Doflamingo.
Oh, the big dude.
Mm-hmm. The big dude, always the big.
Yeah, but I haven't got to that episode yet, but I saw him do it. Yeah,
Yeah, he sounds just like him, bro. Just like him.
Julio. Like, okay.
Oh man.
Oh man, that's good. Also, guys, WWE 2K25 is ready for pre-order, so go get that. That's another thing too. WWE. I was talking to some people who are working on WWE 2K25, and we just come to the point like, yeah, man, physical. WWE or 2K hasn't had like a collector's edition in years. It's really kind of, it's really kind of like just, just sad, like the collector's edition and stuff. And then when they do a collector's edition, the joints sell out. Like that collector's edition last week we was talking about after the Xbox presentation that GameStop had, it sold out. Like, let's think about this thing, like the future of pre-sales or a future of collector's editions, right? Now, I made a video, we talked on the podcast last year about like Nintendo's not pre-orders, but Nintendo's collector's edition and how they keep getting smaller and smaller. And sometimes you get something that's huge and crazy, right? Even Assassin's Creed one is still available to get, but these collector's editions, the games that we love, they're really not collector's editions no more. They just like they're just bloated stuff, you know, because we fall for it every time, you know, because if you don't push the button, it might sell out. Look at it. Okay, look at the Tekken 7 one, you know, the Tekken 7 one, and Jen Kazama's got the one winged angel supposed to be, right? Definitely Final Fantasy inspired, but they still can't get rid of that. But then you get something like Final Fantasy with Sephiroth, that shit sells out, and you can't get it. It stays like $300-400. Mm-hmm. I know because I got the statue and I had to get a second.
Yeah, I was lucky to get a pre-order. That statue's so dope.
I remember one dude.
Like, you say like, I'm sorry, like I was talking about MLB The Show 25 would not have a physical collector's edition. That's crazy, like,
Oh, it did used to have. Didn't
They used to come with a hat. They used to come with hats and different stuff.
Oh
like
yeah, hats. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one came with like a jersey or something like that too. But
Yeah.
I remember now. I
haven't played WWE like 2K since it was SmackDown versus Raw. That's how long it's since I've played it.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
It's like, what happened?
No, I'm about to say I remember one dude. He said this like I think it's like a year or two ago. To this point, he was like, collector's edition nowadays have become like the Sam's Club / Costco versions. It's like it's a bulk of shit of stuff that you don't want and don't need. I'm like,
yeah. Here's the game in an art book.
I can see
that'll be $90.
I can see why you said that. Yep.
You know what? As a matter of fact, let me get this real quick right here.
You about to say something else?
My last couple of collector's editions have been kind of weak. Like that, like the Mortal Kombat 1, I was kind of upset about. I mean,
it was okay, I
thought it was weak. I just like I did a review on it. I did a review on it on the channel. Liu Kang had the glow in the dark dragons on his arm, but the quality of the piece wasn't.
Bro, it was his head, bro. I don't know what it was. It's like when you looked at the proportion of like how his body looked in his head, it almost looked like it was going for that Warner Brothers like animated style type instead of looking like more authentic. That's how it at least looked to me. It just looked off. It was.
You know what they were going for, right? It did kind of have that sense. It seemed like two people fighting, but also it kind of went away. It went to like, remember how like in the forest, but. And what stage? I think it was Shao Kahn's stage where it had all the statues of the warriors and stuff. Mm-hmm. That's what it looks like. It was like you could place it there, but they didn't colorize it, and it was just like if they been colorized or repainted, it would look totally great. It just like he was just like standing there with the dragon, which it's like it's unfinished.
That's exactly what it felt like. I mean, when you compare it to like Scorpion.
Yeah,
like you gotta go hard on that. Was fire, bro.
Yeah, it almost looked like it literally almost looked like they just take it out the 3D printer and just did like the
exactly
designs on the side. Yeah. That's the one. That's one from that's one from 10. Yeah,
that's a collector's.
That's a collector's edition.
That's a collector's, bro.
Isn't that the one that had what's the one that had the Scorpion and Sub-Zero one?
That was after that.
That was after that. Yeah,
I like that one. Yeah, it was like you could put books in between. Then like I love that one.
Like now they want to put
that's my favorite.
They want to put stickers and lanyards and little mini 3-inch posters and art books and shit. Like, give me some real stuff. I'm paying $2 extra $100 for this game.
This was a collector.
That's
a collector.
Yeah, that was my favorite.
From Mortal Kombat 9, right?
I need to dust this shit out too. But I put but now look at this. This is a fucking collector's edition.
That's from Mortal Kombat 9, I think, right? Yeah.
No. Now you know who's really. I mean, I hate saying this, but the people who really do good collector's edition nowadays are limited run games. Ness, remember we had this conversation last year. You remember what the Persona shit? I said
when they did that Jedi Survivor limited run.
Oh, they did.
And they had the lightsaber. I was pissed, man, because I was like, damn, I could have got me a
limited
lightsaber.
run doesn't big.
Yeah, like
limited full size lightsaber too.
Yeah, limited run is really big. The germ makes a great point though. It's like been my biggest pet peeve about collector's edition because this happened to me with Horizon Forbidden West. They had this great collector's edition, had this awesome statue.
Yes, I got it. I love it. It's right there.
They give you a case for the game, and the case looks dope. You open that bitch up, and ain't nobody's game in there. I was like, nah, bro. I opened up, and a card fell out with a code. I was like, you couldn't have put a disc in here, man? I promised somebody I was going to let him borrow this when I was done with it.
He's talking about this shit right here.
Yes, bro.
You open it up.
Yeah,
Garfield was the same way.
I held that shit with the light,
exactly
like
the same way.
Can I listen? Can I go on the other side of that? Because I did feel the exact same way. And me and Megan talked about. I remember him talking about that last when it first came out, right? And then GameStop, and I was so mad that I sold that bitch. And I'm like, why did I sell it? But because that statue's still worth a lot of money.
That statue's fire.
But this is not having a disc. I'm okay with it with a popular game because eventually that game's going to be like under $10 or $15, right? And I'm
That's
okay
fair.
I'm okay with it. Like, okay, let's take a look. The ones that did it, Horizon. Look at the disc for that. You can get that disc cheap anywhere, cheap, right? And they made so many of them. Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 2. I got both collector's editions. They didn't come with a disc. I get it. I get it. I really do get that. Because and also Xbox and PlayStation do a really good job of getting your like physical games back. Or I'm not physical, but download the codes back. You know, you can still download. I still download stuff from PlayStation 3 era, so they do a good job of that. But I do see the side of like, man, put a fucking disc in there. You know,
Come on,
so
now.
I get it.
Xbox is being more blatant when there's like the I think Ness brought this. Like, remember Avowed? That's just looks like a regular edition. That bitch don't come with no disc at all. You open it up like you bought a box. It's like it's not even a steel box. It's not even steel case. It's just like a regular plastic box. You open up, you gotta download the game. It's like, damn, bro, why? I don't like when they do that with standard editions.
That'll be a good video. Would y'all like to see a video
Say
on
what now?
that? No, I was asking the audience would they like to see a video of like my favorite collector editions.
Yeah.
I think
I think
that'd
that's
be
a great video.
I
Like
think that'd be a really good video. Because
'Cause
collector editions ain't like they used to be.
they ain't be, but occasionally they're wildly different. They're like the Cyberpunk one was amazing, bro.
Too bad that game was
Cyberpunk.
garbage when it came. I sold that shit,
It was garbage that came out. They made a great recovery.
Cyberpunk.
bro.
I
That's
thought
the problem
Edition's
too.
gar-
That's
is
a
amazing.
problem in itself. Is like you go and buy the collector's edition, and the game comes out and it's trash. And you be like, man, screw that. I'm gonna trade this in or I'm gonna sell it. And then they do a couple of patch updates and it becomes like game of the year the following 6 or 7, 8 months later. You're like, damn
The game was bad, though. That collection was really good.
The value of that Cyberpunk collector's edition, that shit was like the Great Depression. That shit went down. I said, no, I gotta get rid of this.
It did drop.
Yeah, like it's going up now, yeah, but it took them years, and some people was gonna wait. I wasn't one of them. I had 2 of them bitches. I said, no, I can't sit on this.
I wish I got that.
No.
I wish I got that chair from them joints. I wish I got one of them yellow chairs.
When I got Starfield, at first I was like, I thought they forgot to put the game in there because it didn't have a code. I was like, well, I know it doesn't have a game in here, so where's the code at? I didn't see no code slip or nothing. And then you look on the back of this little credit shit. It's like a little credit coin, the currency they use in the game.
Yep.
On the back of that, that's where the code was. I'm like, bro, y'all better put some instructions up in this piece.
Yeah,
somebody was
the
about to
same
get cussed
shit.
out. Like, where's my game?
Gears of War 3 did the same thing with the special edition. You remember the one that came with like the little
Phoenix?
memorial cog? You take it out, it's like on the back of the cog. That's where the
I man got all the collectors.
No, that's 4. I'm talking about 3. 3 is the one.
Oh, okay.
It came.
Oh yeah, I love this one. This motherfucker's dope. I love collector's edition, bro. I love collector's edition.
Like in Gears of War 3, it came in a box that's a little bigger than this, and it came with like a cog, and you take it out.
That's what
it's supposed to kind of like extra cog. It's supposed to have like extra DLC on it, but it's actually on the actual cog itself. So I was like, it's engraved on. I said, that's pretty cool. Okay, I give it that. I
had that. You like look like damn. You had it.
I'd probably say my 2 favorite collector's editions to date were the Halo Reach one. The one I found at Palooza last year.
That's so clean. I want that one.
And I got that for a steal, man, because dude wasn't trying to take that home. I was like, I waited until like the last hour. I was like, I'll come back. And I walked back around. He's like, hey, man, I still got it here. I'm like, man, would you do it for this? He's like, yep. I'm like, sold. Let's go.
Nice,
I was
bro.
like, I took that Joker too.
That's nice.
It was mint. It still had all the plastic. It was, and it's sitting at there. I got it displayed. And then my other one is the God of Warhammer. That's the one that Zelda got me for my birthday.
Okay, but I'm saying it's still if you compare it to the other God of War, and that was a great gift. But I'm saying, but if you compare like those to like the other God of War stuff, it just don't match up like it don't more. Cause like,
oh, you're talking about the big Kratos statue, right?
Yeah, this one.
No, I'm talking about the big one.
Of course he got it. No,
No,
I'm just playing.
No, not that one.
Oh, yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
That's not the one that Kratos is in. He's on this big throne chair. The one that found it.
Oh,
but that's not a collector's edition. That's just a something else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's not collected. But no, if you compare this to like the newer collectors this holds up better than just the.
I like that hammer though, bro. That
Bro, the hammer
hammer's
go hard,
dope
bro.
to me.
The hammer is go hard, Paul.
That hammer goes.
My favorite one. Hold on, let me see if I can angle the camera.
I'm trying to think.
I mean, I got it. Okay, to
That
me,
one-
I
that
think
one
that
right
I
there.
didn't care. I didn't too much care for it because I like. Oh yeah, that's dope over there too.
The armor core one, yeah.
The Armor Core is dope
Oh,
too.
yeah, that one's pretty good. Like that entire shelf right there. I'll see if I can get a picture and put in the chat. But yeah, that entire shelf right there, it looks just like the hanger that's actually in the game. How I got
Hey, Alex would say, I got all those, but they in the box still.
I got the
of course.
I got the Assassin's Creed what's the new one? Oh my god.
Shadows?
Oh, you still got it on
Shadows. I got the whole arm wrist blade thing.
Oh, you went about that?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I haven't even opened it.
Nice. You sound like Alex now. I got it.
I plan on opening it. Just like I plan on opening my dragon dagger one day. I'm gonna do that on video.
Dude, I had that dragon dagger when it first came out.
Bro.
That thing, cause like on a dragon dagger, when you do it, it has a little 3. I don't know if you saw me messing around. I used to have it on a lot of videos. I think I did a video like an intro with it, but it go it didn't go and like and all that.
And then I
What
would
this?
say my
What the hell is that? The Saba sword? Where'd you get that shit?
Ricky found it at like a garage sale for like $1, and he bought it. For
No,
me.
I used to have one
Yeah,
of
it makes
those.
noises and everything. Yeah.
Holy shit!
Do you know? You can actually control the Tiger Zord with that thing?
Yeah.
Can you the river?
Yes.
wait a minute, the Saba's mouth actually moved like when it
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. Oh, the attention to detail.
You hear it making noises? I can't hear it making noises.
Bro. I wish I still
Then
had
it, like-
mine, bro.
Pops out.
Cause Steve, did you have this one, the Titanfall joint?
Dang.
I don't
That
have that one.
Titanfall.
I wish I knew.
Yo, that Titanfall one is so good.
I don't have that one. I
Yeah,
wish I did.
this is the one that. Yep, it has like sound
You
effects
could,
on it.
you could put the
That is
actually put
cool.
that joint on.
Like the lights still work. I think this light still works too.
Titanfall
Yeah.
was
They
so.
don't- Dude, I'm telling you, they don't make check.
Yeah, I
Let me
mean,
know
you're
the
right.
check.
You're right.
They don't make collector's editions like they used to. They really don't. Like you don't see a collector's edition like, damn, the last collector's edition that I seen that's like, oh, I need to get it is the new Assassin's Creed Shadows one's coming out.
Yeah.
Other stuff I really don't see like, ooh, like it makes you like, I can't wait to get it. Remember when Halo, the helmet back here, when they dropped
Halo
Halo 3 helmet,
Halo 3?
when they unveiled that shit, man, I couldn't sleep. I
The
said, I
one
was
was
waiting.
bad too because we thought we was gonna put that helmet on. Nope.
Yeah, then it's like,
Yeah, oh
I
yeah.
knew
It was just a casing so where
like,
you can put the games inside. It's like, oh no.
no, but it was good. Oh, the Titanfall robot. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I had that one, but
Titanfall.
I sold it. Bro.
Welcome somebody from Twitch watching all the way. That real watching. Thank you for watching from Twitch, my brother. Say they don't make them like they used like before, but that it goes for a lot of things. Yeah, right.
Very true.
I'm like brain. Okay, they talk about $100 games, right? Just put the $100 games to collector's editions, and they will sell. Just make a lot of collectors. Those like the ones we just shown y'all. Those are collector edition. That's what gamers love. That's what collectors love. You're like, and you come on there and you're like, dang, that's the where you get that from. Oh yeah, this is right here. This is from like this game, blah 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 blah. On this game, it tells a story. It like connects you and stuff like that. Every time you see like, I need to go play that game. I look at a collector's edition. I'm like, damn, let me go play the game real quick. And then when you see, and then also this has happened to me. When you see the elephant or whatever or something in the game and it has a physical representation
of it.
you be like, oh shit. You like you like, oh, this is so not only you be getting all hype, be like, oh, I love this. I love it.
That's how I felt about that Titanfall Collector's Edition, man. I shouldn't have sold that shit.
Man, I should have sold
Oh my god, Titanfall was an underrated game. Titanfall was really good, especially Titanfall 2.
Yeah, we did play a lot of that.
We played a lot of Titanfall when the Xbox One
play a
first
lot
came
of
out.
that.
Titanfall when it came out, that big old collector. What's the big collector edition for Skyrim? What was that? I saw that.
That's the one.
yeah.
That's the one that came
Has
with
the big dragon.
Yep, with Dragon. I'm trying to remember what the hell his name was.
I saw there's actually one at a
Alduin.
I thought about buying. Yeah,
Oh.
It came with a dragon statue, Alduin, and it came with like a nice ass book, like leather. That the book itself was probably worth about $60-$70. Like the quality.
Yeah.
Man, that shit was good.
Skyrim is so good, bro. That's the other game. You gotta play Skyrim, bro.
I remember Tomb Raider came with that. Tomb Raider, when Tomb Raider rebranded.
Why are you looking at me like that, bro?
What? He's like,
you got to play Skyrim, and I'm like, he's like,
oh, you don't like Skyrim?
Oh, you never played Skyrim, Nest? Oh,
I played it.
He played ESO with me for like months.
Yeah, I played it for a good like.
Bro,
8
Skyrim
months.
is
Skyrim,
infinitely
bro.
better than ESO.
Yeah, I played.
I love
played
ESO with
for a
Skyrim.
hot minute. Yeah. He'll break me down and get me into some games that I normally wouldn't play. So like I've played.
I think we both do that. I think as we've both gotten older, like we've kind of been more willing to like expand our horizons when it comes to games. You got me to play Mass Effect, and I was like,
Zelda. Well, I want you to answer this, but I'm gonna talk about this. Well, I was gonna say, what do you think? What did you think about Brave Fencer Musashi?
Oh yes, I was going.
So yeah, bro. So I started playing it a little bit. I downloaded it I got it on my Steam Deck. It's interesting. I love how you can like absorb powers from stuff. I thought that was kind of cool. But I never do that game. I thought it was a fighting game.
How long did you play it? He's like,
I've got about an hour in. I played about an hour of it, like in between meetings at work.
You can see yourself playing more and more of that game. You like?
I'll definitely play more of it. Yeah,
you
for
think
sure.
Is that one of the games you think you like buy and like want to own your collection?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna play through it and see what I think. But I mean, so far, yeah, I'm quite happy that y'all suggested it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good gameplay.
Man.
When you say you down, here goes nothing. I said, oh, I forgot to ask
this. There's another game that's very similar to that too. Once you can try, it's called Threads of Fate. It's very similar to Brief and Massage.
Does that sound familiar? PS1?
Yep, PS1.
Yeah. Okay, I remember that.
That's the one with the girl.
That's my first off, right?
Yeah, by Squarespace. That's the one with the two protagonists. The girl like these little ring things, and then the boy with the like that. Like a sword that looks like a club. Is that? I'm pretty sure you've probably seen it before. If you look up the cover,
think I've
I'm
seen
pretty sure
it.
you saw it before.
I don't think I've actually played it.
Yeah, it's pretty much like Brave Fencer Musashi. Actually, in some regards, I actually like that a little better than Brave Fencer Musashi. Mainly because there's two protagonists. You can run through. Okay. You can run through it twice. You see what I'm talking about this?
Yeah, I was like, I didn't remember the game. I was like, okay.
Wait, what's the? Say the name one more time.
Threads of Fate.
Oh, I can't spell. That's the problem.
I'll show you, bro. I'll put
like back in the day. If you was on your Square Enix grind, I'm pretty sure you saw it back then.
I've seen it, and bro, like being on Squaresoft grind back in the day, like 93 to like 2001, bro. Like Square was coming out with a new RPG like every other week.
That's true,
bro.
It was gnarly,
bro. They came banger after you. Like at one point, you was like RPG'd out.
Close, yeah.
Oh yeah, you can Yep, that's right. The kid, the boy, he can transform to different animals. Yeah.
Yeah.
And shout out to Charum of the Sandbox. We are playing your video, so I think we just looking there. We don't want to take all your content, but we just the first video that popped up with Threads of Fate.
Huh?
And they're on Twitch also.
Yeah, that's very very simple. I think it's the same studio that made Brave Fencer Musashi. I'm not mistaken either.
Looks like it.
What are copies of Brave Fencer Musashi going for right now?
$80, $80 to $100.
Since when?
They go 80 to $100.
It used to be more than that, like 15 plus years ago.
I never to go for no $80.
Yeah, I've been looking at them like 80 because I don't think about getting more.
It's went down some in the past like 5 or 6 years, but at one point it used to be like 100
right
plus.
now. The last
I'm looking too.
sold around between 100 and 140, 150. So
there's one for
150.
150. Holy shit!
There's one for 134 at Lukey Games.
Oh damn!
Yeah. That game hasn't been $80 in years.
Starland has it without the bonus disc for $121. So yeah,
it went up. Yeah,
it didn't go down.
At one point, I remember it going down, but that was probably very quick. Like probably less than a month.
That's why I never got rid of the game because I was like, I'm not about to go back and rebuy this for no $100. I'm keeping this.
But you know what? Hey, it has a dope. The cover is dope as hell, though.
The intro movie is dope too.
Guide. I used to have the strategy guide with it, man.
Did y'all know? I don't know if y'all do this when y'all go through Emulation Station, but you can set up this thing on and connect it to retroachievements.com, and you can get achievements for retro games. like as you're playing them
Really?
on your Steam Deck.
Oh,
It's
really?
it's kind
I
of
don't even
cool.
know that. Yeah.
Kind of cool. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
It's
either.
a third-party website that kind of keeps track of them for you, but yeah,
Oh,
it's pretty
okay.
cool.
So I'm assuming that's like a fan thing to where they're out
Yeah,
there
yeah,
making
it's
their
nothing
own.
official, but
Okay.
you can connect to retroachievements.com and
That's
get
still
achievements
cool,
on
though.
there. It's still, yeah, it's really cool.
Brave Fencer is what introduced me to Final Fantasy VIII.
Really?
I'm playing Final Fantasy VIII because the demo disc was in there.
Was
So I just
Final
popped
Fantasy
it in
VIII
one day.
your
Oh,
first
that's
Final
true, yeah.
Fantasy?
No,
What was your first one?
10.
10. Really?
Yeah, 10.
Oh,
The
so
man
oh,
played
so
10, 8,
oh, so
and never
you
played
went-
7.
you
no,
went
I
back.
played 10, then 7, then
then
8.
you went back.
Oh, okay,
you
okay,
went
okay.
back.
That's
Yeah.
acceptable.
Yeah,
I was-
I got in late to RPGs because I was
Mhm.
always fighting games and just side scrolling beat 'em ups, racing games.
Hey,
And
speaking
then-
of fighting games, remember was it Era Guys? God bless the ring. I love that.
I
Wow,
remember
Final
that. Shit.
Fantasy
I remember that stupid shit. Yeah, I
True,
remember.
you didn't like
Yeah,
it.
bro. No,
And
that
the
game
only-
was hot. That game was hot,
And
steamy
the only-
trash,
and the
bro.
only reason I-
It was.
And the only reason I said
Okay.
it was stupid because remember it was. I think it was. If I remember, because I only played it. I
You
played it
remember
for a
Era
weekend.
Guys?
I played it for a weekend from Blockbuster.
It's a Final Fantasy fighting game.
Yeah, Final Fantasy.
Because
10.
then they had it separated, like it was like two gameplay mechanics. There was one that was like almost like a platformer, and then another was like kind of like a fight. But I hated the whole concept.
Oh my
The
gosh,
whole
I
concept. I
absolutely
hated
hated
that
that.
shit.
Hold on, what is it? Here it is. Era Guys. It's I don't remember because it said God bless the ring, and it's
Oh, I was like,
That-
I was
yeah.
spelling that completely. I remember, hell no, trash.
Yeah, that,
Yeah.
I was
it
not.
Yeah.
wasn't okay. Hold on, it wasn't it wasn't trash.
Game trash.
bro.
man, that
Game
shit.
trash.
Nah, it was okay.
We
It
have
was,
wildly
was
varied
hot
definitions of
garbaggio.
trash. This game.
it's okay.
No,
It
it,
ain't
wasn't.
trash.
Stop
It's
it.
okay.
Game was
If
garbage.
you say so, bro.
The only reason why I even bothered to play it because Cloud was on the front of it. That was
Yeah,
it.
that's why. That's why.
Other than that,
How you,
there was no
how you
reason
spell
for
what
that?
it.
How you spell that?
Era
How you
Guys.
spell that game?
Oh, EHRGEIZ. Era Guys. Then it's like God bless the ring.
I was typing era, guys. This is the only thing that was pop up.
It's a
And a picture of a dumpster
it's
comes
a-
up first thing. Yeah,
$65 game.
I'm playing.
Okay, hey, what was the other Final Fantasy? What was the other fighting game by Akira Toriyama?
Oh, you talking about
Stadia?
Torball number
Tobal number one.
number one? Yeah, number one.
Tobal
Yeah.
number one. Tobal number one was okay. Tobal number one was okay.
I don't think I ever played that.
I never played that one.
I never played it
Tobal.
either. I just saw screenshots in GamePro magazine. They gave that shit a 2. I said, "Oh, I'm good." I said, I'm
Tobal,
good.
Tobal, it was by Akira Toriyama, right? All right,
Mhm.
so it was. I think it used the engine of Dragon Ball.
They
Which
used
one?
the art style of Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
Well,
that's a
he
PS1
made
shit
all-
for sure.
So this is a game.
Okay.
If you're a Dragon Ball fan, you want to kind of own because Akira Toriyama. This is his fighting game. It wasn't as good, but it was. This is the main protagonist. This guy right here. But you can see totally Akira Toriyama style, right?
Mm-hmm.
The game, and then here's the character select screen right here. You look at the character select screen,
Oh,
and
okay.
you see it looks like GT. Dragon
Yeah, I
Ball
was just
GT.
about to say that's GT.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's his fighting. It wasn't that
Oh,
great.
wow.
Yeah, but I think it's pretty cheap. I think it's pretty. It might have went up since he died. I don't know.
Even the kick, like the Chuji, he's
Yeah.
throwing that kick. That's the same frame that you see Goku and Gohan using in Final Bout, GT Final Bout on PlayStation 1. It's literally the same exact fighting.
So it's probably a reskin of GT.
It's probably a reskin.
It's
Mhm.
definitely probably a
They
reskin.
just don't
Yeah, the-
fly and they're not throwing beams.
Yeah, the first game on eStar is without the manual or the box or the bonus disc is $33. So there you go.
What Tobo
Oh,
number one?
Yeah, it's,
Total number
it's
one.
about a $35 game.
Number 2, if I remember correctly, it never came to the West, so you got to import that. So that's however much they're selling it for.
Okay, so like here I'm looking on eBay right here, right? So I really like. Okay, so look at Tobo number one from this is the American version, right?
Well, that's
this is
graded.
9.8.
I know, but
Yeah.
see the way they got the people here. Then when this came out, right, to get people to buy this game because people weren't familiar with Akira Toriyama, so they put a Final Fantasy VII demo disc in there to for people to sell it, and that's why I bought it because I was waiting on Final Fantasy VII. This game came out before Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, okay.
So he got with Squaresoft, and they said, "Oh, you know what? How we gonna sell this game? We can sell it with the promise of Final Fantasy because if back in the day, Final Fantasy VII was the shit. It was like it was like GTA 6 getting ready to come out. But if you look at look at the Japanese version, you see total 100% Akira Toriyama, 100%. This is this game, but that's also sealed. So I mean,
so they basically used the logic that Microsoft did when they want to sell Crackdown. They put in that beta for Halo 3. Y'all remember that?
Yep.
That's all that everybody bought it for was that Halo 3 beta.
Man, I miss the demo disc days, bro. I discovered so many games because of those demo discs. Like it's crazy.
That was how I discovered Half-Life. In my PlayStation Underground magazine, I think it was like volume 78, 6, one of those two. It was in the 70s.
Yeah, that's how I discovered Xenogears because I had Parasite Eve and it had a demo for Xenogears in the back of it.
Storm statue. Keg, somebody y'all get that. Todd McFarlane do some dope ass stuff.
Bro, his statue on fire, bro.
Storm statue.
Hella detail.
Let me look. He said storm statue. Storm statues.
Like Storm from X-Men. Storm.
I think so, yeah.
Todd McFarlane. Let me see. Storm statue. Let me see. Oh, stop. Let me see. Statues. What is coming out? Is this one? Is it this one? Okay, make sure you look. I'm gonna look on the screen. Is this one?
I thought it was bigger than that.
Or this one right here. Or is this one? It gotta be this one. It says Robin Fair. This board because ain't buying.
Is that it?
Is this it?
I'm not bored. Why y'all keep saying I'm bored?
If this is it, this is dope as shit. I mean, it's like X-Men 97. Oh, it is X-Men 97.
Yeah, see, that's the X-Men 97 variation. Yeah.
Okay, is this it? Put yes or no, man. Like, this shit looks dope, though. But that is. When she lost her powers and she got her powers back, I was like, oh my gosh, boy, she was just
OP.
Hey, I want me a chick look like Storm, like not with this hair. Well, that hair's still all right, but Storm, beautiful. They made her beautiful. Yeah. Pending approval.
Yeah, that's nice.
That is nice. I would buy this. This is a dope ass statue. If this is it. Dang, look at dude hairy ass arms. He just messed up the whole statue.
He's like, he got the whole like he
this
he got
man
the Wolverine,
just bypassed the whole action figure. Went straight to this man's arm.
He got the Wolverine. He got the Wolverine thing going on. You know, Wolverine got some hairy ass arms. So
to me, my X-Men. No.
Bro, when I said that to y'all, bro, I was dying, bro. To me, my X-Men.
To me, my X-Men. It's almost like this.
And it was crazy because he had Storm and Bishop. It's like he had Storm and Bishop with him. I'm like, well, it's and they already X-Men, so hey, if I'm gonna give him a pass, I give him a pass.
Who made this?
That was so funny.
Internet has no shame, bro.
It don't have no.
Oh, the internet's undefeated. Like the internet's undefeated.
The black. Oh, okay.
One in the black. Okay.
If I saw that in real life, I would like. I mean, they are mutants. I mean, they do stick together. They might as well be.
Oh, he talking about this one in black. He must talking about this one right here.
The first one's like $30 or whatever. I think that was the first pulled up.
Yeah, this one's 30.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This one right here. This. So it got to be this one. He said the one in black. So, and this is $30. Oh, so this is one from that. Okay, I knew I remember seeing that. I knew I like that looked familiar. Then I saw the comic. I said, oh yeah, I remember seeing this comic book.
Have y'all played the new Marvel game?
Which one?
Rivals? Rivals?
Oh yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah. Put a lot of hours into it.
It's a lot like Overwatch. So if Overwatch makes you baby rage, this will too.
But what I like about Marvel Rivals the most is like you're not locked into like because on Overwatch you gotta play specific classes. Like on Marvel Rivals you don't. You can play like whatever class you want to. So you'll be seeing like you can have a whole team of healers if you want, a whole team of like tanks or whatever. You can do whatever you want. That's what I love about it the most.
I do like you can ban characters too in competitive.
I was reading an article like somebody hit like some prestige level without causing any damage.
I mean healers,
yeah, healer.
You're
like,
a healer.
like top level. I don't know. I don't follow the game enough to know, but I was just reading an article. But I was like, dang,
That game took the internet by storm, so to speak.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, man, like because people, that's the game that people essentially wanted like Overwatch 2 to be, but hey,
Oh my god,
yeah,
Overwatch
but Blizzard, man, they don't know what the hell they be doing Overwatch.
way to
anymore
fumble the
nowadays, so.
bag, Blizzard. Oh gosh,
The fact that there's not an Overwatch League anymore when they made millions on that shit years ago, that's crazy.
The Overwatch League was like a sport, like an NBA.
Oh no, it
You
was.
had, like, it was crazy.
Major League.
Mm-hmm.
OWL, yeah.
How do you
I used to watch
fumble
that.
the bag that bad? Like, if you got something that's bringing in that much money and bringing in that much competitive, visibility, where you got new people, new players coming in just because of that, you think you would double down on the upcoming game and make sure you reinforce all the best things that the first game is doing and then apply all your new things to it. But
Yeah, and they just did it. What's crazy about Overwatch is it was basically assets from a different game that they had scrapped, I thought.
Mm-hmm. It was. Yep.
Yeah, and they turned out and they ended up. Overwatch was amazing. It won Game of the Year, I think, in 2015 or 2016.
Yep.
I just never been into those type of what's it called?
It's fun,
It's not arena shooter.
It's a hero shooter. And they
Hero
kind of-
shooter.
yeah.
I've never been into those. Like, what turned me off was I played a lot of Halo 2 online, and then it was just the negativity. I just like, fuck this. I'm not playing.
Nah, it's like
man, you
the
got
hard-
to you
hard,
just
bro.
get used to it, man. 'Cause
bro,
Modern
like
Warfare
the
two
you
was
get good. You
gnarly,
get good,
bro.
or you get got. That's what
Bro,
it is.
the-
But
the
you get
commu-
good. You
the
can talk all the shit that you
I was
want.
getting God a lot, but still, was like I just like you little 10-year-old kids. Hey, man, it's like in this.
Oh man, me
I
and
mean,
Zelda will tell you some
everybody-
stories, bro. I mean,
We could do a whole podcast on Halo toxicity.
Bruh.
I feel like, yeah.
I mean, there were some times me and Zelda in the squad, man. Like we'd have so many of us. One of us would be on the other team, and the other team would be self-sabotaging just so
Yeah.
we would lose, and they'd still get beat.
Wow,
Well,
really?
that happened to us. We were all on the same team, but yeah, they had somebody. They had so many people, so one of them got put on our team, and he kept jumping off the map and killing himself. But we still beat them, and they were talking back.
And they hopped in the lobby talking mad
Oh my
trash, and we were like,
God.
"Run it back, run it
Yeah.
back!" They're like,
He got me. I was gaming like this, and then all of a sudden I was gaming like this. Like, oh
Bro,
no,
we-
y'all done messed
oh,
up now.
man.
Like I set up straight. Like like
bro,
Well,
like
we beat them. We beat them. What?
bad. Bad. And that was when somebody killed
remember,
themselves.
This was on.
was on
this was
Countdown.
This was Reach.
Reach countdown.
And I
Yeah.
said, "Give me the shotgun." That's all I
Yeah.
said. Let
Oh
me
my
get the shotgun.
gosh.
I got the shotgun. Double kill, triple kill,
Well,
Never
with-
did. God,
dog,
bro.
killing spree.
with hero shooters, it's like what really turned me off is the community, bro. Because if you don't play a particular class or character right, bro, I like quick story. I remember this shit so vividly. In 2017, I used to main Winston, the gorilla dude. There was this dude from the UK. He was
Trash.
British. This
I'm
dude.
playing.
I'm talking about Gorilla Grodd or something like on the Flash or something.
No, it's like he's that dude who has like the suit of armor with the glasses and like he has tech. He's almost like Iron Man, but
he
he's
kind
like
of
a
look like
big-ass
Gorilla
gorilla.
Grodd.
It looks like
a
Beast,
little
kind
bit.
of. Yeah.
He's like a combination like Beast and Gorilla Grodd. But I remember this motherfucker. This dude. He was British. He was like, "Oh my God, Mega Son, what are you doing? Fucking bash him one." I'm like, bro,
Bro, yo,
oh,
Mega.
you fucking twat. I said, oh, okay.
Mega,
That's
like
the one.
you would be on offense and somebody would be talking shit to you about how you were playing, but they would be on like Widowmaker when you were on offense, talking shit to you about how you were playing.
That dude, he said, fucking bash him one. I said, oh no. I said, I'm done. And he called me a twat. I said, you know what?
a twat.
I said,
British people are on a whole new level of swearing, bro.
yeah, it's like their swearing sounds so sophisticated. It's like you don't know whether to take that as like insults. Oh man, I probably need to enroll that into my vocabulary.
Gee, remember when we ran that raid in Destiny?
Oh my
And
god!
we ran Vault of Glass with that
Yeah.
British squad.
Oh,
No,
the
they
two
were
of them
Scottish. They were
They were
Scottish,
Two of them were
bro.
Scottish, one of them was American. I'm like, how are y'all friends, bro?
Bro, it was absurd.
Some of the
I
names,
was
bro,
hearing
I'm not gonna
phrases
repeat what
and
he said,
catchphrases
but-
I had never heard. I was like, "What did he say?" I was like, "What?"
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna repeat the one thing he said. Remember when he kept calling his friend? I'm not gonna repeat it here, but like,
Oh my god!
I was like, oh my god,
"How are y'all friends right now?"
yeah. Like it can get heated between friends when you're trying to beat something together. You're like, come on, bro, you gotta stop dying. But they were getting personal with each other. This is why your mom's ugly. Like, bro, what? Like, like, bro.
That's one thing you do miss, like on online gaming and stuff, because it makes you better. But then when you look past the bull, you'll find some funny moments and stuff like that. You never forget that shit. Like
yeah. Oh my god.
And then also, some of the glitches that you see online sometimes, like when you playing, like I remember I was playing Halo 2, right? And we was like on this map. I don't know how it happened, but dude got blown up, but he was turned upside down and he wouldn't regenerate. I was like, so people just going around just tapping him, and it was like, I was like, what is going on? Oh yeah, I do gotta try the Marvel's Capcom Infinite. I do. Like I heard.
Yeah, I saw that.
He getting people back on
that Max was talking about. Yeah, that looked dope.
I need to buy. Damn, I need some lotion. Shit. Look at my elbows. It's dry, yo. It's cold. Look at my damn.
It's called moisturizer, my dude.
I need some.
Yeah, them shit's different colors. God damn.
I know. Like I'm looking like Ashley Larry.
Hide your baby off.
He said, "What are you doing on Saturday Night Main Event? Fuck y'all bitches out your deal."
I can't believe y'all bitches popped on me.
That was hilarious. His monologue was good too. I was like, "Dang, he's doing like 17 minutes of a comedy show right here."
Oh, I haven't seen it. I need to go watch it.
Oh yeah, you gotta go see it. It was good.
I bet it was good. Yeah,
it was really good.
Yeah, he said, "No, bitch." He said, "What is that? I take a helicopter, bitch." So I'm like, "What did he say?"
Something.
It was so funny. He said, that pop balloon was funny.
So okay, so here. Speaking of physical things, and I think Junie Jam brought this up in the chat, and it's made me remind because I've been watching all these articles about Blu-ray movies. Mm-hmm. Like Blu-ray discs, Blu-ray discs.
Mm-hmm. You mean the movies or what?
No, just the ending of Blu-ray discs.
Oh yeah. They're Sony's no longer manufacturing.
It's I'm about to say because I got a whole bunch of misses there.
Well, I mean, yeah, of course you're gonna find them at Google, bro. I mean, I'm talking about any future release.
I got movies, dog. I got the movies, dog.
Let me ask you this question: Why are you buying movies now?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, because the stuff okay, I'll tell you right, because things that I I'm buying on movies that I love or haven't seen. What? I don't even know if I want to put that super chat up.
Nah, go and put it up, boy.
Man.
Hey, they don't have to donate nothing.
You gotta put it up there, bro.
You gotta let him dance. You know what I mean?
Yep. That's his hard-earned money. You gotta show it.
My man.
That's so funny, bro.
Now, if he donates or nothing,
if he donates the chat ammunition, you be giving him too much ammunition for me. That's why I be getting got in the chat.
Now you should donate probably another $2 and be like, no, did he?
Watch.
Like,
he went to go lotion up. I bet you. Watch. His elbow's gonna be extra glossy when he come back.
Oh my god. but not that you was talking about. Yeah, I know you're talking about Sony. They're no longer manufacturing the recordable Blu-ray discs, and they're no longer making the text.
I feel you. All right, I got my Nivea. All right, fuck y'all. All right. Got lotion. God damn, it's cold here. It's changing. Okay.
Oh,
God, now look. See, look at that brown skin. There you go. God damn. Fuck y'all.
Yo.
All right. Shit, I ain't know be all.
I love it. That was worth the $4.99 super chat. I love it.
All right.
He said, "I can't take it anymore, man. Here, bro."
All right. I'm doing back with Nick. All right.
No.
Look, there you go.
That motherfucker was like, "You keep rubbing them shits together, you gonna start a fire in your damn game room." Goddamn, like.
Goddamn. Fuck all of y'all, right? Thank you for the super chat.
Oh my goodness.
See, look, it says good. Like, right, look at the circle. See?
Yeah.
This is the best kind of lotion in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Look, 48 hours. God damn it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fuck y'all. All right. Back to your question.
Mega, as you were.
No, I'll go back to my what you saying. I'm buying movies that I like, that I can see, and they cheap. $3 for these. Because like back in the day, I remember this coming out in Best Buy.
Is that Mission Impossible 1?
Well, no, it's all three. It's all three.
Oh, the collection set.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, collection set. But that's $3. Yeah, and I couldn't freaking. That was too expensive. Well, mine because I know, like, say with WWE stuff, right? They pulling all their content from Peacock, and now a lot of stuff is hard to find. So when I saw that this evening, like, yeah, I'm gonna pull that out, pause and get it, and buy it, or like Guardians of the Galaxy 2 or something like that, or like shut up, y'all. Make your elbows ashy again. Shut up. Y'all, fuck y'all. I just should have pointed that out. I'm not having no more ashy elbows, all right?
Oh,
it's still good. See, no ashy elbows no more.
Oh,
right?
no.
I told y'all they was gonna be extra glossy.
Yeah, glossy. So it's all right.
Hardcore rapper, but he glossy.
Oh my god.
All right, Mega, you were saying?
Yeah, some assholes.
Oh no, like to your question, yeah, they're no longer making the recordable Blu-ray discs are the recordable Blu-ray players anymore. Like they're winding down doing like physical stuff for that. So yeah, that's already a tall tale sign for like game shit. They're not doing that for movies or whatever. Hey, next generation, it's probably gonna be a wrap. That's just gonna be a wrap.
What, you got the UHD discs?
No,
ultra high def. Those are the last ones you got.
Yeah, but people are mostly using them to like record shows and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like kind of like DVRs and stuff. But they're not.
But how many people are really actually buying blank DVDs and record shit? Right? Really?
I mean, where
nowadays
I mean, like, I don't even have a player anymore outside of my Xbox or PlayStation.
I remember back in the day, like I would record, like you'll hook up a VCR and then put in a Blu-ray disc or DVD disc, really DVD disc, and to record stuff. So yeah, I get it on that. But I mean, them shutting that down, they're not shutting down like the games, the disc for games. It's just like, but I mean, it's the first start of it. So yeah, I kind of like, it's kind of. Yeah, it is coming hard. Pause.
we gonna look up. We gonna look up in the places like Vintage Stock, where they've been having the same crusty, dusty movies for the last 10 years.
It's gonna be expensive as hell.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because folks want to be able to go back and watch those movies, and they tired of being held hostage on those movies. And they like right now, I got 5 or 6 movies on Netflix. I love to watch a couple of times. Couple times a year, and this is leaving soon. I'm like, damn, again?
Yeah.
And no, sorry, what you saying, Zelda?
No, I was about to say, like with these streaming services, they keep going up. I'm dusting that Blu-ray player right back off.
And do you want to know like something else a lot of people have been pointing out to you, especially on Disney Plus? They're editing / censoring a lot of their movies. Like,
yeah, they are.
Like, did you see what they did to Lilo and Stitch? Like they edited that one scene. There's one scene where if the original movie where Lilo gets inside of a dryer.
Yeah, I saw that.
They re-edited it to where she gets in like some type of straw box, some shit like that. Cause like, and the excuse was, oh, we don't want kids imitating. This is like, bro, what?
No, kids probably would imitate that. No, seriously, kids probably would imitate getting inside dryer.
There's a lot of shit that kids imitate on those movies. I'm like, and that's the thing y'all pointing out. All right. Yeah. But yeah, it's that too. It's censorship going on too, and then that and the biggest offender is I was telling you guys this a couple of weeks ago. Like what happened with Static Shock, Dexter's Laboratory, all those cartoons and stuff. Them shit is gone now. They leaving the service. So if anything,
I guess that's And there is people do collect movies. There are movie collectors out there. So there's like a market for it.
It is over.
Yeah. I make a habit, like anytime I'm at a Goodwill or like a movie trading company or anything like that, if I find martial arts films that are really hard to find, because there's like one, I think Hi-Ya does like their streaming service that's specifically for martial arts films, but they play the same martial arts films over and over again because those are the only ones they have licensed.
Oh,
so it's like if you're looking for like specifics like from Shaw Brothers and stuff like that, where you've got like 36 Chambers of Shaolin, or if you got some old stuff from the Canon days where you've got outside of American Ninja, but you've got like Revenge of the Ninja and you've got Ninja 3 Domination, stuff like that you don't find on Blu-ray anymore. Or if you've got some of the old classic Jackie Chan films like Dragons Forever, where you used to see on Saturday Night Nitro on TNT.
I got this last week. I thought about you.
Initial D.
Yeah.
Boy, that's a wild title. Every time I
it's not it's Japanese, but I'm like it's still
I was
like,
like, what kind of movie is that, bro?
No,
Like,
Initial D.
Initial D.
Get some this Initial D, girl. But no, it's a drifting. This is arcade game, Initial D. Basically, it's a drifting driving game, but this is the movie of it. I mean, this is a movie of the game, live action movie of the game.
Didn't they have an anime too based on that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was that's what I remember from the anime.
Hey, I'm just now seeing this. No wonder it was so weird. Okay, so look, this Blu-ray is region is not
it's region free.
UK. It's not region free. It's UK.
Oh, it's a European box.
Yeah, it's a European box. Yeah,
because they use that
was it PAL or whatever?
PAL, yeah. They use that rating system.
Speaking of live action, I read an article that for those that like Solo Leveling, the anime, they're working on a live action movie for it.
That's gonna be crazy.
I finally watched Solo Leveling.
Oh, for Solo.
I did too. I watched the first episode. It was like shit.
Well, I watched the first season.
What'd you think?
First season?
Was that?
What'd you think?
I liked it. So one of my biggest problems with anime is when they do too much of the whole internal like dialogue stuff. Like they be fighting, he's like, "Oh my god, he blocked my attack, and he's wearing the new Chucks." Like, bro, I don't care about all that, bro.
They do that a lot at Solo Leveling.
A lot of anime do that.
Yeah. Bleach is the biggest offender of that. Is like, oh, I mean, you attacked me with this. Let me explain my ability. Are you fucking serious?
Thousand Blood War right now, like those last couple episodes, I was bored out of my mind, bro. I was like, bro, y'all need to kick this up. Kick this up. I was like, this is rough.
I'm gonna watch the rest of it this weekend. I'll get
good. It's worth a watch.
It can't. Okay, so like, the end of the first episode gave me that what's the one Attack on Titan vibes.
The first episode is fire, bro. Like it quickly. I was like, okay, all right, okay.
Well, I remember when I watched the first episode of Attack on Titan, right? It messed me up. It messed me up. It messed me up. It messed me up. I mean, like, Final Fantasy VII messed me up when Ares got killed. No, Ares got killed. You
don't understand, E. Listen. I see you making your face, but you weren't there, okay?
Oh, yeah.
That's all I gotta say. You weren't there. All right. So
I put that when she got killed in Final Fantasy VII, the first time, like, man, I put that shit down for weeks. I was so hurt. Oh,
God, bro, but it made it when you got to Sephiroth, you're like, oh no, it's your ass now.
It's your ass today, Sephiroth.
Is that y'all's like? Is that like the biggest like stomach drop moment for y'all in a video game?
It was the first time I ever cried in a video game.
Kind of, yeah. It's yeah.
I'm trying to think if I've ever gotten emotional outside of anger for, like if I got like where I shed a tear because the story
it's timing, man. It's like a lot of people don't understand that at that time how big that game was. I mean, that game was like Super Bowl level.
Yeah,
it really was Super Bowl level.
It really was.
And everybody was playing it. That was like a lot of people's first RPG, which it wasn't my first, because Dragon Warrior was my first one. I got one for Super Nintendo on a Nintendo NES from Nintendo Power. But really diving into that game and like I'm talking about diving in it. I like remember Final Fantasy brought this controller. It was a one stick controller, almost like kind of Joy-Con before Joy-Con, or not Joy-Con, but the thumbstick for the Wii. They had like that for the PlayStation, right? But it was for Final Fantasy because you can do everything. So you can just play Final Fantasy with one hand, right? And I had that controller. I had the guide. I had the Mountain Dew and all that. And I was just locked in. And when I got to that part, it felt like I lost a friend. It was like
it did, man, bro. It was also, you gotta think about the time.
Oh my gosh.
You gotta think about the time. This is like 1990. I think I played it in 1997, maybe in 96. And this was kind of at that part where video games were really starting to turn the corner and really like take shape as an actual storytelling media. Right. And like, oh my gosh, bro.
It was so great that it was talking about it on TV.
Oh
like,
my gosh.
I remember it was one. Remember how those shows like Extra or Entertainment Tonight?
Yeah,
or
it was on Inside Edition, I think.
Inside Edition. I think it was Final Fantasy VII. It was one of those shows that was on talking about Final Fantasy. And back then, shows didn't cover video games like that. They was like, if they showed a game, it was like Mario. This was beyond like, hey, they was like, this game here is to take Nintendo's crown, and they was talking about that and stuff. I remember that because they was like, here's the challenger to Nintendo, Sony's PlayStation, and Final Fantasy VII. This game was talking about showing how people always in the stores, lines, and all that kind of stuff. And they were showing the guys and the commercials, all that kind of. This game was like Super Bowl level. That's why the game is still to this day like is like up here, like really.
I played the game on accident.
Huh?
I played the game on accident. It was an accident that I ever even played Final Fantasy VII.
Really? How was it accident?
Because we went to the video store. The video store was like way away from my house. My stepdad took me there, and I was gonna rent some other game, and it wasn't there. They didn't have it, and I was like, I gotta take something home. I just got the weekend coming up, and I had actually never really played a Final Fantasy game much. I played a little bit on the Nintendo, but once I left Nintendo, I was like, nah. Because Final Fantasy VII was kind of had a dark undertone to it. And I was like, man, that might be kind of weird. And I eventually just took home that you can only rent one disc at a time. And I took the first disc home, and I don't think I slept that weekend.
It was only one disc.
We got one disc at a time. You can only rent one disc at a time. But when I took it back, the second disc wasn't there, and I was like panicking. So I was walking around looking for something else to play, and I walked up to the counter with some other game, and somebody had just turned in disc 2. So I got to take disc 2 home. And then after that, I convinced my mom to go and actually buy me a copy. So I never would have played Final Fantasy VII if it wasn't for that other game not being there.
But it was finessing y'all, because that's my first time I've ever seen them saying you got to rent out one disc at a time.
Yeah.
They only because the game is long, right? You only got a 4-day rental, so you ain't
gonna beat it in 4 days. You're gonna have to come back and re-rent it and all that. So extend your rent time. I get that. Okay, so let me ask you this question, because y'all been talking about Final Fantasy being the most emotional game. What's the game that changed the perspective for you? Like, was the most amazing gameplay for you? You couldn't, like, if you had to go to work or if you had to leave, you thought about that game all day until you had to get home and play. You stayed up for 10 hours straight, and you still in your sleep are dreaming about playing this game. Now, it sounds kind of crack-headish. Crack-headed-ish or crack-ish. I understand that, but
the first game that did that.
The first game that did that for you, that was just so amazing, that got you so entrenched in the game to where you dropped every other game, and that was the game that you were playing.
Super Mario Bros. 3.
Okay.
I love Mario 2, but the hype around Mario 3 was fucking real.
Oh, there was a whole movie.
It was commercial. When I got Mario 3 home and played it, this is how good Mario 3 was. I played it on black and white TV.
Hey,
I mean, he's spitting facts. So like it's not. I'm a big NES guy, and it's not my favorite NES game. I think it's the best NES game. It shows you everything that was great about the NES. It's all packed into Mario 3, in my opinion.
I remember when I got the Giant World, I was blown away.
Yeah.
I was like,
Mega, what's yours?
For me, the first one was Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest. That was the first one. Mainly because of that music, that soundtrack. Dog, they were cooking on that shit. I said, I don't know how y'all doing this with a 16-bit chip, but y'all some fucking
Donkey Kong Country, man. That okay, you know what? After Super Mario World, but when Donkey Kong Country, the first one came out, that was game changer.
That was something that honestly you was like, bro, I don't know how y'all pull this black magic off on this console, but this shit shouldn't be looking this good. It still
holds up today. All three. Okay, I wouldn't say Donkey Kong. I'm just Zelda.
Well, I'll say three still holds up pretty well though.
I mean, it holds up, but it didn't have the impact. It's still follow the same. I didn't like Baby Kong. It was just a little.
Oh yeah,
Kitty Kong. Yeah, that motherfucker.
He got on my nerves. But go ahead, Zelda. What was your game?
I mean, you probably know the answer to this, but okay, does it have to be a single player game?
No,
No.
it can be any kind of game.
Does it-
So
play
Final
any-
Fantasy 11.
Okay. Why 11?
Man, it was an MMO. It was online. It was an MMO on the PS2. It was like probably the first. It was the first MMO that I know of that was on all platforms and all media. Right? It was crossplay before crossplay. You played on PS2, Xbox 360, and PC. Man, I just got like sucked into that world. It's my favorite game of all time. I still go back and play it to this day. So
Did you play Guild Wars?
No.
You said Guild Wars?
Guild Wars?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Guild Wars.
First
I
one?
definitely
Yeah,
remember
I played Guild Wars.
My brother, every time my brother played that game straight for like, I don't know, like every time I come, he was playing Guild Wars. He still play Guild Wars to this day, I think. But like he loves Guild Wars. I like, damn, dude. He said, man, this shit is just. It was another one of those MMOs.
It's an MMO, yeah. But Final Fantasy 7
what-
was too, man. And I missed so many games that came out in that era because I was just so entrenched in Final Fantasy 11. So I had to go back and play some games that I missed.
Guild
No,
Wars was crazy.
Yeah, when Zelda brought up Final Fantasy 11, that reminded me of the first MMO I played was Phantasy Star Universe on the Xbox 360.
Bro, I played a little PSG, bro. That
was like because that was when I was starting to get in my arrows. All right, I'm playing big boy games now because the groups and cliques that I was with back then, bro. There was people literally having these dudes. Because in games like that, how the market goes to where in MMOs you can like sell weapons and stuff like that. There's like it's an inventory board. You can like sell like weapons, gear, stuff like that. There every single week there'll be dudes standing in the front of that lobby, just like, how much you got on this? He's like, I don't know, bro. I ain't got it with me like that. He's like, I'll come back next week when I do a couple of missions. He's like, bro, can you spot me about 20? I promise I got you next week. I'm like, I need this weapon for this side quest. I said, why y'all talking like this?
I mean, no lie,
I
bro.
felt that. That was funny. I felt that
Oh
one.
my god!
I felt the desperation in your voice on that one.
MMOs is where I learned how to type. I learned how to type, play online games.
Yeah,
That's where I learned how to type.
What they call it? Guam gross words per minute. Boy, that's I said, bro, what are you talking about?
I got to learn typing real fast. I was like, oh my god, you're a complete idiot. What are you doing? Yeah, that was my typing back then. I learned how to type playing all my games.
I still hunt pick. I'm like, I'm not gonna play that. This now y'all unlock the memory when PC was first getting started, right? Do y'all remember those shareware games? Those like it was I guess Commander Keen and like do y'all remember those shareware games back in the day?
I do remember some of them. I don't remember. I don't think I ever played any of them, but I do remember like
there was those games that barely they were like between 8 and 16-bit, but they played on the computer, but they was like these adventure games and different stuff.
And then there was Wacky Wheels was the one that I remember.
You can get something like a Radio Shack and all that kind of stuff.
I thought you was about to allude to like those games that came in cereal box, like Chex Quest and shit like that. I was
those
too,
yeah.
I remember those. Yeah,
McDonald's made an NES game. I mean, it's whack. They made.
Oh yeah, they did make those. They did make those.
So those were the games for y'all that.
What about you?
I know the answer to this already.
He does.
Yes,
You do?
100% know.
I think I know too. I know.
I'll let y'all guess. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Megan. You go first.
Mass Effect. It's not.
Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. Never mind. I'll see myself out.
Now, don't get me wrong.
I thought I knew.
Like,
I was like, I got it.
Star Wars.
Really?
Don't get me wrong. Knights of the Old Republic and Mass Effect are amazing games, but at no point in time was it something worth me taking a week off to play.
Destiny 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Destiny 1. I started to say that first because me and him, like, bro, we were hooked. We were crack at it for that game.
Let me tell you. Let me break down the story for this. Right.
Yeah.
So, Xbox One first comes out. Right. We just left on the heels of an amazing console with the 360. By this time we had invested well over 5,000 hours in Halo Reach.
Damn.
Easy.
Easy. That's a low number, right? And Rise came out on Xbox One, which I thought was an amazing game when it came out.
I remember Rise.
There was nothing else. There was nothing else out, and we were like, okay, when's the next Halo going to come out? Well, that's going to be a ways off. And then we hear about Bungie dropping the beta for Destiny 1. So we're like, G's so Zelda's like, hey man, we need to get a shooter in. Let's see what this is talking about. Okay. So at this time, I've got, Coke can internet, and I'm over here sponging off of my neighbor's internet. This is back when Ness was broke, y'all, and y'all think he's rich and all this, but he was struggling for real. It was rough in the streets, right? I'm struggling. I couldn't afford my own internet, so I had to borrow my neighbor's internet. And the download time for me to download just the beta on my Xbox was 10 hours.
Yeah. And he had to re-download it because something messed up.
And something messed up. And I had to delete it and re-download it for another 10 hours.
Oh no.
And the beta was only live for the weekend, right?
It was live for like 4 days. Yeah.
It was like 4 days, right?
Yeah.
And they unlocked the moon. Like that last day and a half.
Yeah.
But we walked through the Cosmodrome, and I was just, okay, yeah, I'm a first-person shooter. I'm shooting something. Okay, great. But the loot, you customizing your character. You're picking up these guns. You're finding all these secret chests and all this, and you're just immersing this entire world. It was something completely different.
Yeah, bro.
Something completely different from Halo, which is what we had just been so accustomed to. And me and him, like all of us, we were just sitting there like, the beta shut down, and we're like, I can't go back to Halo.
We didn't know what to do.
I couldn't go back to Halo. I couldn't play it. I was 5 months
until the game comes out.
Yeah.
Like, what do we do?
Don't know what to do. But now, by the time Destiny 1 did drop, I got my own internet. So I was working hard to get because I was like, I can't do this 10-hour download BS.
10 hours, goddamn! What kind of internet did you have,
bro?
It wasn't somebody else's.
It was somebody else's internet.
What, I mean, you was borrowing somebody else's internet?
Yes.
Yeah, he was siphoning.
He had an unsecure Wi-Fi connection. He was
back then, people didn't lock them.
Yeah, you sure right.
Yeah, he was siphoning from that shit.
I know they was mad, but I needed to play my game.
What was crazy is me and him were on opposite shifts. I was on nights, he was on days, and we were still trying to like either one of us either stay up at night or I would stay up in the day so we could all play. That's how like hooked up we were on this
one. For real, bro.
Yeah, I remember that. I almost said D1 at first, but I was like, man, maybe it's Knights of the Old Republic. But yeah, D1 for sure.
So Knights of the Old Republic is an amazing game, but it's like
you still mad because of
no. Okay, so now there's rumors that they're still working on it. I read an article about that the other day.
Yeah, we'll see.
They're gonna get you like crack, no?
Yeah, I'm not gonna believe it.
It's like, come on in, motherfucker, we got you now.
Yeah, but we need to see some more. Like, I would love to see, like, I think a couple folks in the chat were talking about Jade Empire. I would love to see a remake of Jade Empire.
Yeah, that game was so dope when the Xbox first came out.
Oh my god,
bro. I really just want BioWare to make a comeback, man. I mean,
yeah,
I remember when Anthem came out, bro. I mean, you were talking about this. Like, if Anthem would have just been Mass Effect Online,
that's all it needed to be. That's all it needed to be. Like, Mass Effect 3.
That game would have sold itself.
Mass Effect 3 had a like a shooter, like a third person shooter, like a team based fire team based kind of.
It's kind of fun too.
You talking about the Horde mode that goes
like
Galactic Readiness? For Galactic Readiness, I remember.
And they were originally talking about doing like a spin-off of a game that was just going to be based off of that. BioWare never did it. And then later on down the road, that morphed into Anthem. And then, of course, back then, everybody's trying to knock Destiny off the high horse because they were the big dog on campus outside of the, the Battle Royale nonsense.
Well, I got some bad news, bro. BioWare ain't coming back, bro.
No!
Did y'all see them? I guess it's gonna. I guess it's gonna be a little bit like the articles I got, but basically, news came out about a week ago that Dragon Age Veilguard, as people call it, it didn't.
Because the game is so well.
The game didn't perform well. EA said. It said, hey, you know what? For the first time, because you gotta remember, usually when games like that come out from BioWare, they tend to support it for like at least a year plus. But that was the first game since Andromeda. They said, hey, no, we dropped it. We ain't no DLC. We on to the next project. And then they came out with that sales, and it was like, yeah, this shit drastically underperformed. So yeah, we're gonna take people from this studio. They didn't close it down, but there's there's talks that they might. So they took people who worked in that game, they put them to another studio, and then the other day they said, you know what? We don't even need our entire studio to work on this game. I said, oh, all right, that's what's up. That's corporate jargon for y'all motherfuckers getting fired. I said no.
Bruh, I haven't played Veilguard, so I can't really speak on whether or not like the quality of the game, but I really like Dragon Age Inquisition, and I thought they were going to kind of continue down that road.
Yeah,
like that open world.
People's main issue was the writing, because like one of my best friends, he hey man, like they and shit. Well, how they stocks probably looking? Hey, you never know. He probably might have enough to buy. He can just trade his whole Neo Geo collection to buy the motherfuckers.
I'm gonna need Nvidia to pop off in the next couple of days.
Oh shit,
That's funny.
Man, what was I saying? Oh no, but like the
I'm sorry, that's funny. That was hilarious. He got jokes for everybody. I can't wait to see his ass when we get
Nah,
down
it's your fault, Steve.
What?
It's your fault. It ain't nobody else's fault but yours. Even all these rich ass jokes.
That's all right, man. Claim that shit.
I ain't claiming nothing. I ain't never said I was rich.
I said I'm rich.
but to finish my point, but like the main issue that people have with Veilguard, it was the writing, because you guys already know that when it comes to writing, like especially when you want to be a renegade or evil character, bro, Ness, you remember you can say some mean shit to people in Mass Effect, especially Knights of the Republic, bro. And Veilguard, you can either be nice, like sarcastically, or be a little bit snarky. You can't be mean to anybody. I said, bro, that eliminates. Yeah, you can't be mean to nobody on there.
That
what?
Completely defeats
on the Dragon Age the Veilguard, because
really,
like, yeah, because you got to remember, it's a role playing game, so you're supposed to role play. Either you want to be the good guy, you want to be the neutral, or you want to be the bad guy. And Veilguard, you can't be no bad guy, because you talk to everybody like you're their personal therapist. Like, oh, it's all right, we can get him next time. Like, motherfucker, are you serious? No, tell this dude to fuck off.
No, I'm trying to be an asshole.
Yeah, you unfortunately you can't do that on Veilguard.
Okay, that's kind of whack. You have to just kind of let
be mean to people. Yep.
Yeah,
I'm like, at the end of the day, you're the ones creating the script for the entire game, so we're gonna navigate it whether we're going down, the good side or the bad side or smack dab in between. It's still gonna be linear messaging at the end of the day. So like, you removing one aspect of what potential outcome could happen, what was the point? Like, what? Why?
No, man.
Everybody's going to be negative. Do you not realize that people that play those types of games generally go back and play them multiple times because they want to see different versions of what happens?
Bro,
that's the whole purpose of the game.
Y'all remember when people was kicking the squirrel on Baldur's Gate 3? Do y'all remember those clips that was going around? Bro, they was
oh my god, bro.
Baldur's Gate. Well, it's like that's like the ultimate like power fantasy where you can do like pretty much whatever the fuck you want to on there, and there's like this in-game mechanic to where you can like mistreat animals, and they was kicking the shit out that squirrel. He didn't do nothing to him. He's like, "Why you do that?" Because I can. I said, "Well, that's player agency, bros."
That's just Larian, though, man. Larian is a goated studio, in my opinion. Like,
bro, if they did like, I know you put it in the chat, but if they did a Knights of the Old Republic remake, bruh, just game of the year, automatically, game of the year.
They haven't made a ton of games, but when they make games,
they take their time with their games. I like that.
Even the CEO of Larry, when he did the presented for Game of the Year, to Astrobot, I mean, he cooked. He cooked up there. Like, make games for gamers, and the money will come. It's just that simple. Make games you want to play.
Like, they'll buy it all day.
Like, go figure. Like, make a game that people want to play. They'll buy it. It's like somebody should have told Ubisoft that shit like 6-7 years ago. They wouldn't be in this predicament.
Ubisoft was being ran by folks who gave absolutely no shits about video games.
I thought you about to say they get ran through.
Oh no! What?
I don't know.
I mean, Tencent, like they about to get ran through by Tencent if that Assassin's Creed Shadows don't do well.
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared for that one.
Yeah,
I am too.
I don't know. I think it'll be all right. Like, the Assassin's Creed games have been they've kind of strayed pretty far away from what the original formula was, but I do like that they try to use these real world settings. Like, I liked Valhalla. I think the whole Viking culture thing is interesting, and I really like Japanese culture. So I'm excited to kind of see.
Valhalla was so goddamn long.
Yeah.
Did you ever play Odyssey?
Yeah.
Odyssey was
I think-
longer in my opinion,
Yeah,
bro.
Odyssey
Odyssey was
Bro.
fun though.
I don't
Oh, it was fun.
I
bro.
don't think I've ever heard you complain about a game being too long before I heard you talk
For
about
Odyssey?
Yeah, you said
I was
that
like,
you
bro, I've been
said-
paying this shit for 174 hours. I'm 33% through
Yeah.
the
He's
like,
story.
is this
Like,
game
I don't
over with
care.
yet?
Yeah, Odyssey and Valhalla. It's because I play.
They
I started
gave
playing
your money's
Odyssey.
worth of those games.
Yeah, bro, I can't
True,
complain.
true.
I mean, about the time I spent playing as far as
Shit, there's
dollar
only
value
so
per hour.
Shit, there's only so many times you can sail around to a different island that looks slightly different. It's all right. Where's the next
Yeah.
one? This how many more towers I gotta climb? How many more jumps I gotta do? It's repetitive shit.
It was.
I mean, people complaining about. I mean, but they Assassin's Creed do get your money's worth. They like, you know what? All right, you want to play this shit? We're gonna play this shit too.
Yeah.
We make another one.
Oh, and after you spent 600 hours playing this game, let me hit you with like a 100-hour DLC. Like, bro,
Yeah.
what?
Oh,
Oh,
no,
I
bro.
just want to
That
leave. I
sounds
just want to go
miserable.
home. Like, I don't want to play anymore.
No.
They say you gonna make sure you get
I
your
wanna
money's
go
worth.
home.
You want 200 hours? Here you go.
They did that shit with Assassin's Creed Origins, the one that was in Egypt. It was all right. You beat the main game. Here's a side DLC character with Final Fantasy characters in it. It was all right, bro. I'm done.
Yeah.
I can't do this anymore.
Like, I honestly had the nerve to have like 3 DLCs. It's like, bro, stop it. There's not enough time left in my life to play these games. I need to do something else. I can't play this DLC.
Just to beat the main story, I think it runs over like 50 hours for an Assassin's Creed game. That's just outlandish. They shouldn't be that long. If we being honest.
I think Odyssey and
should not be
Valhalla are
that
both
long.
about 80 for the main story. Yeah.
Yeah, like if you do the main story, like plus like some side activity stuff like that, it'll run you about 80 hours, probably longer than that.
I don't know about all that.
They're gonna make sure you play it.
You know what? If the story's really, I mean, to be honest, because like Starfield, surprisingly enough, I put in probably a good 90 hours plus in that game.
Okay.
And but it was the closest thing I was ever going to get to another Mass Effect at the time. So I'm like,
Well,
I think that's why I played it as long as I did.
You did multiple playthroughs, right?
Oh,
I
yeah.
did. And I
Yeah.
just got bored trying to.
Well, yeah, and games like Assassin's Creed, like they're really great games, but they don't have replayability. I ain't doing that
Yeah.
shit again. It's the same with
Mhm.
Xenoblade. Like,
Hold on, I ain't doing that shit.
I ain't doing that shit again.
I ain't doing
Listen,
that shit again.
I feel the same way with some games. Yeah,
yeah,
Exactly
Xenoblade was the
same
same way. I love the Xenoblade Chronicles games, but I would not play them twice. No, it's 150 hours apiece.
I only play.
I ain't got that much time.
I only played it twice. I only played it twice once. Once when I beat it on the Wii, and then again when the Switch version came out. After that, I
That's
was like,
fair.
dog,
That's
I ain't,
fair. That's
I
fair.
ain't
I'll
gonna-
give
I
you
ain't
that
gonna
one.
do that again.
That's what I ain't doing that shit again.
It's also hard for me. Like if I've invested time into a game and I completed it, but then let's say a year or so goes by and then you drop DLC for it, it is extremely hard for me to go back.
Oh, that's anybody. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
like-
it's,
God of War is a perfect example. I know they dropped free DLC for a small,
Mhm.
and I still haven't gone back to play it. And I got everything done in that game, and I was like, damn, if y'all had just released this like 3 months sooner, I would have been on board to play it. But now I'm like, it's hard for me to go back and play it, but I know I should go play it just because it's probably going to tie into the next God of War, and I don't want to have to go on YouTube and look at a clip. I'd rather play through it and do it.
bro. The same way with Elden Ring and that DLC. They
Bro.
waited 2 years to drop this. I said, bro, y'all waited 2 years to after I completely forgot how to play the damn game to drop this thing.
Did you
I
buy
hate when they do that. No, I didn't buy it yet because I was playing other shit, and then because Elden Ring is one of the type of games that when you play it, you got to lock in, bro. You better not be playing
You
anything.
can't give
else.
up. You can't give up.
Play anything else.
Anything can catch you slipping. There's no such thing as trash mobs in that game.
No.
Everything can kill
Mhm.
you.
Everything.
Bro, well, I'm telling you,
Everything.
that's why I was so grateful that I had Kirby and Forgotten Lands that came out on Switch. I was like, bro, between getting my cheeks clapped in the Elden Ring, I gotta play something to where I could just wail
I
on.
mean,
these.
you're laughing, but seriously, before you start Elden Ring, go ahead and
Get
oil
your
that ass
cheeks
up.
clapped, boy.
Right? Eat something light.
bro.
'Cause
Like,
it's gonna be,
bro, you
that
can
game's
just,
yeah.
bro, you can just walk into like an area where it's like a fence or whatever, or like a dilapidated building, or like council structure, and then dudes be waiting for your ass. I got your bitch, and just jump down.
Yeah.
Got you, bitch.
Bro, Elden, yes, you ain't never safe on Elden Ring, bro. It's like
It's not
literally
for the
every
part.
That's why I ain't
Every-
want to
every-
smoke. I ain't never played Elden. I don't want that smoke.
every
I don't
place
want
is
that.
a
I don't
fucking
want
death
that
hazard, bro.
frustration. Don't.
I had to take a break and then I never came back to it. I was probably
You were a good
50
ways
hours.
through,
I was
bro.
50
Yeah.
hours into it and I gave up. And I'm so mad at myself, but I'm like, by the time I was ready to come back to it, I forgot how to play the game. And I was like, damn, yeah, I got to start over, and I ain't starting that shit over.
Hell no.
I play video games to relax. I ain't trying to be stressed out. You're like, oh, gotta dodge all this shit.
Elden Ring, like that's one of the games I platinum, like on PlayStation, got all the trophies. As soon as I platinum that shit, I uninstalled that bitch. I said I'm never playing that shit. Because the crate, I love it. I got the collection juice. I got the statue right up there, but it's like, damn.
Go to a support group. I platinum Elden Ring support group.
Yeah, it's like nah, I can't
be on Facebook.
I can't do that shit anymore. It's like it's a great game, but just knowing all the shit that I went through on there, I say, nah, I ain't doing that shit ever again.
I mean, it's not for me, but I'm not one of those people who the game's not for me, so I'm gonna think it's trash. I understand that it's a great game. It's just not my jam.
What you get a Domino's, Socrates? Say what the Domino's came on back.
So, Mega, you've been playing Ninja Gaiden, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, what are your thoughts on the difficulty of the game?
Is it still difficult? Yeah, is it still hard?
Bro, like I was telling you guys in the group chat, I was like, man, this shit making me feel like I suck at games again, bro. And that game came out like almost 20 years ago.
What are you playing?
So, like, say what now?
What are you playing? What level are you playing? You playing it on normal? Are you playing on like?
I'm playing on normal. Like normal, yes. You played it too, like you fucking know.
Yeah, it's like, but I've beaten the game before, so I'm like, it's not as bad. But I mean, like, I've had to learn.
You still remember everything from it?
There's like one technique that I like, the Azuna dive. I'm still trying to get. For some reason, it's just not working for me. I used to be able to do it on command.
That's what I'm trying to do too. Yeah,
but that's about the only thing. But other than that, like, I'm on Act 5 now, and I'm like,
because you know what, Ninja Gaiden always been the new modern Ninja Gaiden has always been difficult, right? Like the
modern shit. Even the NES was hard.
Yeah,
honestly, I don't even know which one's more difficult because both of them, like the 2D and the 3D ones, I don't know. I'm kind of leaning more towards the 3D one because them dudes be running trains on you and they just won't stop, bro.
God dang, what? Running trains on you,
bro. Hey, that's what tell you. If you got more than 3 enemies on screen at once, bro, they are not.
They don't stop. They just play rush down attacks all the time, bro. And they like. The biggest issue I have with that game, it wasn't a big deal back then, but now it is based on how a lot of the games are the camera angles.
Yep,
the camera angles are really stiff. That would probably been the only upgrade I would have liked them to do outside of just remastering the visuals. Is like the camera angles are stiff, and it's just kind of like, okay, you zoomed in, but it's not a lot. And then when you're turning, it's very cumbersome when you're turning.
Bro, I'm always getting snuck by dudes on there, bro. And it's always from like some obscure angle from the camera to like you're running through buildings and stuff, and there'll be like ninjas of hiding. There'll be ninjas and stuff like hiding in alleyways. It's like, bro, like that's my biggest hindrance. It's one, how many enemies attack you at once, and two, it's the camera. It's those two things right there. Like they did not change those. Honestly, I wish they did change the camera angle. That shit is.
It's a good game though. It looks great.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
They did a really good job on how it looks. It's the replayability of the game is definitely there because I mean, don't get me wrong, the older version still looks good, but it is a night and day difference in terms of like, okay, I can go back and play this a couple of times, but I won't. I'll play it once. I'll play it one time.
Yeah, I won't. Once I beat it, dude, I'm like,
that's it. I don't need to do no hard mode and try to get costumes and swords and I ain't doing all that.
Which is why I'm really hopeful for Ninja Gaiden 4 because it's the same teams that made those Neo games. It's kind of like Souls games and Platinum, like the Bayonetta. So they got them cameras on lock. So I'm hoping it's been more than 10 years. I'm hoping they learned their lesson.
So like Ninja Gaiden, like in Black, it's like. I remember how difficult Ninja Gaiden Black was on Xbox. I was like, oh god. So it's still that level of difficulty.
Yeah, that hasn't changed.
Oh yeah,
yeah, it's still hard. I mean, like even all the articles I've been reading, everyone's talking about it's like the first Souls.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I can see why some people say that.
I don't get that vibe. Like, if you were to tell me which is harder, Elden Ring or Ninja Gaiden, and mind you, they're two different games. One's more open world, and one's more just like go to the next stage, beat all these ads.
I say Ninja Gaiden.
Right. Dark Souls 1, it was a lot more linear, and I thought that it was harder than Elden Ring. for Dark Souls, the original Dark Souls.
I'm
Does anybody
trying
in the
to think,
chat ever
is it-
like play both? Like,
I've played Dark. Are you talking about Demon Souls or
I
Dark?
want you to say I played Darkwing Duck. I don't know why. I don't know why.
yeah, Demon Souls, because you ever like Dark Souls and Elden Ring are different. They're
Mhm.
same but different. I know it doesn't make a lot of
I
sense.
would say back in the time that it came out, it was difficult because that was like uncharted territory, so people didn't know what the hell they was doing, honestly. But nowadays, with how many Souls games there are, if you run back through it, I'll probably say it's easier than Elden Ring. Actually, no, I'll say it's harder than Elden Ring because Elden Ring you got a whole bunch of handicaps. You can summon creatures, you got co-op, you got all the other shit you can do.
For Ninja Gaiden?
No, for like Elden Ring versus
Okay.
Dark Souls.
Yeah, Elden
You
Ring.
want to say Darkwing Duck too? Did you? No,
You almost got me. You almost hit me.
I know it took 14 years for someone to complete a no damage run on Ninja Gaiden.
Oh shit!
Damn.
That's
Wait a minute.
that's
Ninja
the
Gaiden
Two.
1, 2?
2.
I can see why. It's because
Wait, the
it's
NES
because-
version?
No.
No,
Somebody
no,
did Ninja Gaiden 1 also on NES.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about I'm talking about Xbox.
the remakes pretty much.
The remakes,
Oh.
basically.
I can see why, because it's because how sporadic the enemies act.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like there's no way, because unlike Souls games, all enemies have a particular attack pattern. Those motherfuckers don't got no particular attack patterns on Ninja Gaidens.
You got to have your head on
Yeah.
a swivel too, because like you
Mhm.
could have certain ads that are using a crossbow and they're shooting you from the other
Yep.
side of the stage in the dark,
Mhm. Yep.
or you've got ninjas that fall from the sky and then they just start throwing star shurikens at you.
Yep. The
And you're like,
exploding ones too, like the exploding star
Explosive
shurikens,
ones, and it's just
especially
random.
because if there's like more than 3 of them, they throw the exploding ones. It may not hit you, but if it's in an area that you're by, you still
Yep.
take damage from because it's
Damage.
explosion.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's gonna be a no for me, dog.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
I
for-
wouldn't try doing it. I just try doing it the regular
Yeah,
traditional
like for
way.
me, yeah, like when I say which one harder, I'll probably say Ninja Gaiden is because how relentless the enemies are. What Elden Ring, the Souls games, it's literally it's a waiting game. That's why it's just patience. That's all it is.
That's fair.
So speaking of like Ninja Gaiden 4, I'm excited about it. Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, you can definitely order that at Play Asia. Get you. I think that's going to be the only English or copy really.
Probably
Right
so.
now.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely going to get that by physical games. And then I guess we're going to try to close out. We got our feelings out about Xbox and stuff, but where will PlayStation fit this? You're like 2025. January has already been outside of other stuff. We talking about games. I mean, 2025 has already been crazy. It seems like next up is the Capcom in February. I think next week, the Monster Hunter, the Monster Hunter Rise.
Monster Hunter, yeah.
Oh, I think it's a Rise. I think the new Monster
Wild.
Hunter
Rise.
Monster Hunter Wilds, yeah.
Wilds. Yes, that, and that's definitely going to be a pretty good game. That's going to be next. Then we still got to hear stuff from Nintendo. Do you think 2025? Who you think is going to win or not win? Will have a great 2025?
Oh, Nintendo, easily.
Well, you can say Nintendo. Okay.
You talking about in terms of like what they're offering? Like,
Yeah, I mean the Switch 2 is going to be big, but do you think any other surprises like from Xbox? Because Xbox is not the first surprise, right? Like, what surprises from like Nintendo and PlayStation you might see right now? What do you think? Like I said earlier, I think Halo's going to be on Switch. They might show it just like they did the Marvel vs. Capcom thing and say Master Chief is on on Nintendo or some shit, how's 2025 looking for you guys? I'm excited about it, but in the chat, y'all can say something too. What do you think about it? I know that was a lot, but I'm just saying, just like 2025 it's already in January. It was crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Xbox
I mean, I'm
started
positive about it. The fact that we got a surprise as big from Xbox was shocking
today. Yeah, that was a big
considering, right? And I mean, they've been dropping, shocking news after shocking news. Ninja Gaiden, Forza, all that. So that's been pretty big. Nintendo, of course, we know about Switch 2, and that speculation's been going. So I think we're in a good place. I would like to see some more games. I would like to see what, we see a lot of stuff that's going to be further out another year or two, but I would like to see some heavy bangers, maybe no one's been talking about, and they've just kind of been holding on to them under the jacket, and they weren't ready to, tell anyone about. I would like to see something like that.
They're gonna be like, I got these fly toothbrushes. Check it out.
Yeah, I got these chains. I got these watches. What y'all need? I'm like, oh snap, I need one.
Well, Microsoft was hinting at that Oblivion remake, like those Elder Scrolls remakes. I'm hoping that's true.
I'm good with remasters.
Mhm.
I'm good with that. Like, I mean, those. To be honest, you could do a whole lineup of remaster games, and I would be happy, just because a lot of those games I don't play just for the simple fact they haven't held up. So if you make them look good and polished, you don't change any voice actors, you don't remove anything, or you polish up a couple of bugs and glitches and things, I'm Gucci. Go ahead and drop them.
Zelda, what you think? You think we're gonna speaking of Zelda, you think we're gonna get that Zelda them 2 games everybody wanted from the Wii U, the Twilight Princess and Wind Waker on the Switch?
Yeah, I think that'd be a port. They may actually do it'd be interesting to see like an Ocarina of Time maybe remake for the Switch.
Ugh.
I think like a new 3D Mario would be a huge one.
Well, this is the 40th anniversary.
Right.
But you know how anniversaries go with Nintendo.
Yeah.
They don't really do.
They don't really, yeah.
They don't really do anniversary. Like, oh, okay, here's a booklet.
Somebody mentioned it in the chat. I mean, I don't think it's coming this year, but there's rumors that it is. So maybe y'all are all right. I mean, if Grand Theft Auto 6 drops this year, that's your 2025, right there. That's it.
I
mean,
the fuck?
Yeah.
Ghost Armor.
He on one tonight, y'all.
God, bro. Horse
Armor.
Armor. Oh my god, bro.
Horse
Armor made everybody mad at DLC.
Yep. That opened up the floodgates right there.
You had to buy it to buy the other DLC. It was actually DLC.
What?
Stupid. Yeah, you had to buy Horse Armor in order to buy like Knights of the Nine and Shivering Isles and all that. You had to have Horse Armor. It's dumb. I think they ended up removing that restriction later on, but yeah.
That's horrible.
It was trash. And back then, you couldn't just buy it. You had to buy Microsoft points. You never, and they always.
Oh my gosh! Okay,
yeah, bro, they staggered them, so you had to buy more than you actually needed. I'm like,
oh yeah,
that shit was you just like triggered something with Microsoft points.
My bad. Sorry, but yeah,
I remember that shit for goddamn the Zoom phone and shit. Man, like Microsoft points.
God,
I like the Zoom phone. I love the Zoom phone.
I
mean the Windows phone. I love my Zoom. I think the Zoom was underrated.
Yeah.
The Zoom.
I can see that.
I would love another Zoom. Like they use the same. The Zoom made what is in the new Xbox now. Because when Windows 10 came out and all them tiles and stuff, I said they didn't go back. They switched that right over to the Xbox.
Yeah.
I want that. I like the Zoom. The Zoom and the Windows phone.
I had the Windows phone.
The Windows phone was
what I had.
The Nokia Engage.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
Yeah. But no, if GTA 6 drops this year, that's your 2025. I think.
Damn. That's what you're calling?
Yeah, because I mean, Grand Theft Auto, it's not a normal game release, man. It's a whole experience.
It is.
I remember when GTA 5 came out, even 4, like from 4 on, like the GTA release was a whole thing. And I think that, with how successful GTA 5 was, and they only ever get bigger with every Grand Theft Auto game and crazier. So,
Are you gonna be playing it?
Yeah, bro, absolutely. The Oblivion remake, I would love to see a release date for Elder Scrolls 6. That'd be huge. That'd be huge.
Wake up, no.
Right? Yeah. I don't know if Xbox is gonna make another console, but it'd be interesting to.
Xbox ain't doing. I say, like I said at the beginning, guys, don't waste your money buying an Xbox One this year.
Xbox Prime.
Yeah, I think.
To all my Autobots.
Yeah, I think this is maybe the year you'll see Xbox start to completely bow out of the console business.
I don't think they're gonna bow out. I don't think they should, but
hey man,
buy something.
Everything. If everything's Xbox, why do they need Xbox? I mean, that's all I gotta say.
That's where I think they're going. Right? We don't need to make a console. We can just give you connectivity to the Xbox Cloud from anything.
That worked out good for Stadia.
Well, the Stadia had a lot of other things going on with that too. It's like
that was Google though. Yeah, the Switch 2 is coming. The Switch 2 will be here.
Oh yeah, that's
But
definitely.
I mean, everything we was talking about earlier, real that a lot of games are going, and a lot of Microsoft games are going to like PlayStation. Now, I really think when the Switch 2 do jump out, everybody gonna ride that train.
Yeah.
I think it's get ready for an explosion of games, like because the Switch 2, it really can't fail. They follow the same system and they got the same market share. People waiting for it. They still gonna be selling the same Switch, so a lot of these games are still gonna be playing on the original Switch too. So it's gonna be two games like, oh, you can play this. Well, because I saw somebody put. Let me see, can I find it? Somebody said on X the size of the Switch box. Let me see, can I find that?
There's also that extra button that people don't know what it does, which I think is interesting.
The C button or whatever people call it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they get with the 21st century and it's like, oh, this connects to like party chats and other stuff. You like just one button to where you can just
And what you were mentioning earlier about performance increases for old games, I would love to see that.
This is not official, but this has some. It was people like this right here. I saw this right here. Somebody said Switch 2 versus Switch size comparison box. I also hear, this has been kind of going around. So
yeah. Oh, I never saw this.
Like I don't know if that's true.
I'll say, yeah. Why would the box wouldn't have to necessarily be bigger just because the console is bigger? It's just
I would love to see them bring back manuals. I don't know why that's just me being head, but I would love to see them bring back manuals.
I mean, that could.
I just need for them not to make the spine red because that shit was. That shit.
Man, this has been Nintendo Prime reporting on it. He said made by NecroPal. So I don't know. I mean. I don't know. That's something I didn't think about.
I think the games are going to be bigger, like physically bigger.
Oh yeah,
I don't think the box is going to be bigger. That just wouldn't make any sense. Can you see how small this shit is?
Well, remember you said remember last week how you saying how are we going to tell the difference between Switch and Switch 2, right? If the box is a little bit bigger, then we can tell them apart, and they probably still keep that red spine. So if they're a little bit bigger, they can get away because they probably want to keep that same like red spine. Let's be real, they're not gonna change. Look what how PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5. It really didn't change anything, but a lot of blue came in a white line. Instead of blue, it was white.
If anything, they might. I don't think it'll be red. It might be like black or maybe that new color scheme they got, like the orangish or salmon or whatever. I think it's gonna be red.
All of them didn't change it. The Xbox didn't change either.
Xbox put it on the left hand side. That was annoying as shit.
That drove me insane. I'm like, bruh, no.
I don't know.
It wasn't right. They put it on the different side.
What did they do? What did they do GTA 6 on the Switch too? I mean,
that's a little ambitious. I feel like
I think they will get 5. Like that thing, they'll get 5, but 6, bro. I don't think people realize that shit's gonna be pushing hardware to its absolute limits, bro. Like there's graphic cards that's not even out yet. That's just gonna be struggling to run that thing
like a mofo.
So hold on. If they made a special edition for the Switch 2 GTA 6, right? But they made it especially for the Switch 2, you wouldn't buy it?
Absolutely not. No,
probably just knowing what that game is gonna be doing, bro. That's just probably gonna need about like 4 or 5 different cartridges, bro.
Guess what?
I can't even imagine, bro. I may buy it for the collection, but I ain't playing it. I'm playing it on an actual one of the other consoles or PC.
Well, I would definitely love to see comparison videos on Digital Foundry. Oh, that's just gonna.
Well, hey, let me put this on your mind. All right, Nintendo has been testing the waters. They just now remember how they put Red Dead Redemption on there, right? They could use that same exact engine for Grand Theft Auto 6 for the Switch. Just call it the Switch edition or something. I'm just saying,
They did that for The Witcher too, I think. Yeah.
But yeah, they've been testing it out. So, and it wasn't bad. I mean, look at GTA, the Definite Series. They finally fixed those games.
The fraudulent editions, as I called them, for the first couple of years.
Yeah, now they're good. Now I want to get it now. The trilogy now is worth getting.
I kind of do too.
I don't see them doing that for the release. Like Maybe I don't see them doing that for Switch at the release.
Maybe
Oh,
like
no,
a year
definitely.
later, maybe.
That's gonna be like 5 years down the road. Like, oh, the Switch edition. I'm like, what? Like,
I don't see 5 years. I think
And the only reason I see is like,
people are I think a lot of people is underestimating what's under that hood or what's going to do for that game. Because if developers want to make a game for Nintendo, okay, let's take it back to the back in the day, right? Nintendo got Street Fighter Alpha 2 on the fucking Nintendo. They got Doom on the Nintendo,
Oh,
right?
the Super Nintendo, yeah.
mhm.
I mean, if developers want a game on a system, they will work night and day to get that. You think they want to miss that Switch money?
I mean,
I
that'd be
get where
tough,
you're
bro,
going,
like-
you're
yeah,
going,
yeah,
but
I can see that, but
that's
at
a
the same-
significant downgrade. I mean, we're already talking about that the current consoles are going to have a difficulty running them as is. So I highly doubt a Switch is going to be able to really have a playable version of 6.
Like power
the
levels right there
5
with the PS4 Pro, right? Is
Yeah.
not where the power level of Switch 2 is.
Yeah, like I just don't see that, and I really don't see the honest need to put it on a Switch. Like, yeah, you can collect it and all that, but for the mass majority of folks out there that want to play 6 and that can actually play 6, if we're talking about parents that are controlling their kids and saying, "Hey, this is not for you. This is for the adults," they're gonna play it on PC or they're gonna play it on PlayStation or Xbox. Those are gonna be the two places.
I don't know if I'm coming to the. I don't even know if it's coming to the Xbox.
It'll be on Xbox.
Yeah, it's gonna be there. And my only thing is why I'm saying like that's gonna be a damn near impossible port because you gotta think because that's just probably gonna be what a minimum of like 250 gigs.
Yeah,
If
no
that-
way they can fit
It's
that on.
like yeah, it's
Easy.
like
They showed the map. Have you seen the
Like-
map?
yeah,
the compression rate you gotta.
That's
do
gonna be
to
a
get-
500 gig game.
bro,
Yeah.
the
it's gonna be a
compression rate you gotta
multi-part
get.
game.
The compression rate you gotta do to get that shit on something like this, if not a little bigger, dog. They literally
No, they're
gotta
gonna
have
use the
to put some
32 bit.
Magic.
They'll probably use a 30. What if Nintendo got new cards that we don't know about? What if they get like 60
Them shits-
cards?
Then
Even-
that shit really gonna be like $200 then for that game.
Well, what they would do is you'd install what's on the thing, and then you'd have to do an online download. That's what they would just do
Yeah.
because that ain't fit on a disc, right? Like, there's no
Mhm.
way. I guess it's gonna be
It's-
so big. It might as well just come with its own console for you to play it on.
Bro,
It's gonna be so damn big. Should come with a hard drive or something.
It's gonna-
Damn.
it's
Give
gonna
it a
be-
couple years out of China. It's gonna be.
it's gonna be the equivalent of Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. That shit was on 2 discs. It was like,
Yeah.
bro, what? It's gonna be like that.
Yep,
Easy.
there was.
Well, guys, we want to thank y'all. We almost hit our 3-hour mark. I'm glad you guys are here. Like I said, this is a safe space from the world. Have a good time here. Come here, have a couple drinks, have a good time, laugh, talk about my ashiness. And I got things. Look, I'm not ashy no more. We want to thank Project Retro Games for the super chat. He was the sponsor of the stream for tonight. And thanks everybody who did the super chats. Thanks to Socrates, Devastator did a great. Yeah, even this clown right here, whatever.
Hey, he gave a comment for some grade A content. Hey, so show some
Yes,
respect.
that was good.
Yeah,
That was great.
that was pretty funny.
Yeah, guys, we'll try to be like I said, be here next Thursday. It seems like news always dropping on Thursday. Last Thursday, something dropped. What's gonna drop next Thursday? We all like, what are we gonna talk about? And Forza, Xbox gave us something to talk about. But yes, guys,
Yep.
we want to follow. If you want to follow the guys, Ness, where can they find you?
Follow me, NeoNess, on YouTube at NeoNess, and you can also follow me on Instagram _Neo_Ness. Collect and play the way you want to collect and play your games.
And Zelda Hat Guy, nice, amazing collection. I love the white shells. You is probably one of the reasons I started getting the white shells. I definitely switched over to white shells, and this has been haven't looked back yet.
Yeah, I love them, man. I switched from black shells myself to white, and I'm never going back either, man. So, yeah, you can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitch, and YouTube at Zelda Hat Guy.
You ain't delete your TikTok.
No,
You ain't delete your app. Good.
bro.
He ain't delete his app. You good. Hey,
100,000 on eBay. Let's go.
Yeah.
Shit, I almost deleted my TikTok app. I'm glad I did. I don't know how to use it, but like I see it in the store, like, God damn.
It's like, yep, that shit ain't going nowhere.
Beggar, you ain't going nowhere. Where they find you at, brother?
Yeah, you can catch me on these Twitter streets. You can catch me on YouTube, Instagram. working on some more content for you guys, and yeah, like we're gonna be doing it big in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, glad everybody can stop on by. It's been good, man, because like every time we always have these podcasts, sometimes we'll try to hit 2 hours, but then the conversation will go over, and you guys still be rocking out with us. So man, we just appreciate y'all greatly.
Sure.
So almost 3
man.
hours in, and I'm pretty sure we probably probably already have probably the same amount of people we started with. So shout out to y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all real. Because sorry, we try to keep it on 2 hours, but we had such a good time.
That's good though. That's a good thing.
I see that 2 hour pop, like shit. We still rocking. Let's go. I definitely don't try to go over 3 hours. God, I respect your time, but yeah, you can rewatch this. You can watch it. Thank y'all so much for everything. It's been a great week. Y'all have a good time, and always remember to do it